Round one, fight!
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tournament Fights. This is episode 104. We're finally getting to best movies of 2022. So we have done before a podcast talking about the best movies of 2022. Actually, a couple of them on this channel, but we're finally getting to a tournament to collectively decide what is the best movie of 2022, and then we'll have an Elite Eight, and we'll let you guys vote on what we choose for our 8. But yeah, so I'm excited to jump into this. It was a good year for movies, because when I got about a little over halfway through the year, I was trying to put together a list, and I was kind of struggling for my to build a top 12. But then more that I dug, I found some killer movies that were great this year. So yeah, I'm excited to talk about them. I'm your host, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and let's bring in our crew for tonight. We'll start with my co-host Austin Pez. How's it going?
What's going on? Yeah, it was a solid year for movies, which is always good. And there was good mainstream movies, there was good horror movies, there was good smaller films. Yeah, it was a good year all around. So yeah, we've had lots of other shows dancing around it, but we'll kind of wrap it up for the year with this tournament and put it to bed, and look forward to 2023.
Yeah, and Austin, I also saw your post about Jay Briscoe. I want to shout out him and rest in peace. That was some pretty sad news that just literally just dropped. So
yeah. We'll talk about more of that. Yeah, he was a wrestler that we just found out passed away in a car accident. He's pretty big in the wrestling community, so we'll talk more about him on. We're gonna do Lonely Marks on Thursday night. So I've had a lot of stories hanging out with that guy years ago, and so I'll share some of those. I'm sure JPO might have a story or two, but yeah, we'll definitely share some memories on Thursday night.
Yeah, cool. That sounds good. Well, we also have joining us tonight, we have Malcolm Lay. How's it going, Malcolm?
It's going good. I can't wait for Mrs. Harris to win the whole. Oh wait, it's not even on here.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I mean, this is when we could have
Jacob.
done this is when we could have done 128 for but we decided 2 128s in a row was not going to be a good idea.
Yeah, there's a lot of episodes for us to film, so we're like, we're going to cut it down. So if you don't see one of your favorites on here, we just had to do our best. We hashed it out for quite a while, actually, to come up with this 64. So yeah, but we also have joining us Michael the Wolfman Wyndham. How's it going?
May have hashed it out for quite a while, but you didn't have what I am giving justice for: the best movie of the year, After Sun, most critically acclaimed movie of the year. Everything.
Well. For you, maybe. I don't know if the rest of us loved it, but
a lot of critics do.
Yeah, well, it's great that you enjoyed it. So yeah, but
overall, I can still accept it because there's still some great movies on this list. So.
Yeah. But we also have joining us Mr. JPO Jordan Owens. How's it going?
And Justice for Dog, the critically acclaimed Channing Tatum movie that was left off this list.
Yeah, we had to be a little picky.
Kevin Nash sells weed. Bill Burr's an officer. What more do you want? Jay Washington from the Snow Gun got cut out of it. What more do you want?
Yeah. But then also, last but certainly not least, we have Chris Diaz. How's it going?
Good, Justice for Both. It's a really good movie.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
that dude killed his own. That dude killed his own movie on social media. Fuck off.
It's a good movie despite all that.
Hey, everybody go see my movie. If you don't go see it, you're a homophobe. Well, yeah, it's a good way to sell your movie and kill it immediately. Good job.
Yeah,
good job, brother.
Yeah. Well, he's very eccentric, Bowen Yang. So yeah, but
Wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
No, it was.
Oh.
It was
That's what I'm thinking of.
Billy Eichner.
Although Bowen Yang is in it, I mean, as a co-star.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's Billy Eichner.
Okay, yeah, there's a different guy that actually said that. I don't know who said it, but I just know he's eccentric.
The lead,
Billy
Eichner.
But yeah, yeah. but yeah. Well, anyways, Austin, you want to break it down how it's going to work, and I'll bring up the bracket.
Yeah, so everybody on here has been on tournament fights, but for anybody watching, yeah, we took the movies we're going to have in this tournament and just mixed them all up, randomized them. Malcolm will be our bracket master for this evening. Randomize them up and throw them in there. There are no seeds, so it's not like the best picture nominees or anything like that, number 1 or 2, anything like that. They're just all kind of jumbled together, and we'll see. We'll go person by person, fight by fight, up and down the ladder, and get everybody's votes. Please, we don't want it to be too long, so just go, try to keep it 30 seconds or less if you can, for your thoughts on the movies in true tournament fight style. And we'll get through this. The Elite 8 from this evening, we'll put in a poll in the Schmodown Friends and Family group that you guys can vote on, and we'll see which movie from 2022 reigns supreme tonight.
Yeah, and I do remember now that it was Billy Eichner that came out and said that. Yeah,
yeah,
I remember now. Yeah, but yeah. So before we reveal the first matchup, I got a little intro that I'm going to play. So let's do this. I'll say that.
We're going to play a wonderful game called Who is Your Daddy and What Does He Do? It's showtime. What do you say we cut the chit-chat? A-hole!
May I see your invitation, please?
Sure. Here's my invitation.
Let's do this, Schmidt.
Yeah. Just like we always do, Jenkins.
Jacob. Oh, sorry.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
I mean, come on, I just don't see a problem here. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm pumped.
You serious?
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it. Yeah.
I was just thinking, let's make the show longer.
Yeah, let's make it fun. Exactly. Make it fun. Come on.
Oh no, this is
fun.
Oh, Chris, you're first.
Yeah. This one's pretty easy for me.
All right, so yeah, we just to be clear for anybody listening, we have the unbearable weight of massive talent versus the Batman. All right, so Chris, you get to go first.
All right, that's a tough. I love both of these movies, both in my top 50 at least. I had to go with Batman. I think what Matt Reeves did with Batman was pretty incredible. He gave up probably one of my favorite Batman in recent years. I think Pattinson, really great Batman. I think he's done more with Bruce Wayne, but I think what he did along with Batman being scary, intimidating. He's doing Kravitz was great. I think everybody, Paul Dano was great. Jeffrey Wright was great. Everybody brought so much involved. Is it too long? Yes, but I think the action scenes are good. I think the script is really good. I think the excellent moment, the Batmobile chase, and one of my all-time favorite Batmobile chase any movie. Yeah, I have to go with the Batman.
Right. Yeah, sounds good. JPO.
All right, first off, I hate dogs. God damn it. Second of all, no, this is a tough first round here.
For dog, the movie.
Matchup. Yeah, well, you were just defending dog earlier.
Well, yeah, because that dog, you can mute it when it gets too annoying. This is a tough first round. These are both in my 10 of the year. I really liked Batman. I liked how they traded Gotham. I'm definitely ready for part 2. I'm actually going to give my vote to Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. It held my interest throughout the entire year. I think Nicolas Cage is fantastic as Nicolas Cage. What more could you want? The laughs were there, and I don't mind it becoming an action movie in the end. It still pays homage, so I'm going to go Massive Talent, but I like both of these a lot.
Yeah.
And, yeah. So,
Wolf, what do you say?
So I like both of these, but there's one Wolf. I think is way better, which is like I enjoyed both of these. I don't get me wrong. I think both of them are good movies, but like the Batman was just something truly special. It really gave us a different look at like a younger Batman, more like maybe the most grounded Batman we've gotten so far. I was a big fan of the movie. I thought Paul Dano was brilliant as Riddler. I thought Colin Farrell, who had a great year by the way, was also great as Penguin. Zoe Kravitz is like the best Catwoman now, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And then like Robert Pattinson was like one of the best Batman we've seen. So everyone just does a phenomenal job in this movie, and the score, the cinematography, just technically, it's all great. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Batman here.
Yeah. Malcolm, what are you gonna go for?
Yeah, I mean, I like both of these movies. Like, I think the Batman is good. Like, and I get that they want to go the whole detective route and all that. I mean, I think it didn't need to be 3 hours. I think there's a little bit of areas I probably would have trimmed down a little bit. But I still think it was a good movie. But I'm gonna vote for the massive rate, the unbearable weight of massive talent. Because it was just one of those ones that was surprised. I was waiting for a twist ending where it was revealed that John Travolta was playing Nicolas Cage the whole time. But
Face Off.
yeah. But yeah, to me, I got no negatives against unbearable weight, so I'm going to go unbearable weight.
Yeah. Well, Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, Unprepared Way of Message I mostly liked. I way more like the stuff with just him and Pedro Pascal like hanging out at the house rather than the actual like spy stuff he has to do. I didn't know Tiffany Haddish was in the movie when I watched it. I can't stand Tiffany Haddish, so that killed a lot of the movie for me. And yeah, so this one's got to go to the Batman for me. It's my second favorite movie of the year. I think the length is perfect. They're setting up a whole new world here, whole new Gotham, whole new Batman, and I loved every second of it. Thought it was incredible. I've seen it 5 or 6 times now, so the Batman for me.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. I like both of these, but I think I got to go with the Batman just because the Beverly massive talent. I thought it was good, and it's fun to see Nicolas Cage play himself, and like some of the people in the movie kind of obsessing over him a little bit. But yeah, like I wasn't as on board with the whole like kind of like undercover FBI thing as much. I kind of wish maybe they would have done it a little differently than that. But beyond that, though, like I did like it. I just didn't love it, which I thought I was. But the Batman's great. Like I love just about everything about it. Like I think that the Batmobile scene is one of the best Batmobile scenes almost ever in a Batman movie, and we've gotten some great ones. So yeah. One of these days, I'd like to make like a compilation of like all the best Batmobile scenes. But yeah, and yeah, I really dug all the detective stuff, and I think this puts the final nail in the coffin, like for everyone, or it should, that like Robert Pattinson is not Twilight Boy anymore. He is a legit great actor, and yeah, and also shout out Colin Farrell for the Penguin. He was awesome, and I need to watch it because people keep talking about the score in it, but I remember watching it and I'm like I don't really notice anything great about the score. I wish it was a little more like iconic, like I could remember it more. But I need to a rewatch. Well, there's that, but that's just for that.
It's very simple. It's awesome.
Well, for a little part in the
Batmobile
movie, but it's not like played that much throughout. So, but I want to try to kind of focus my ears on like the score when I rewatch it next time. So yeah, I'll vote for the Batman.
Yeah. Also, it's very hard to say no to Master Way after because how much I love Paddington too, and they mention it.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
All right, scroll on down, Malcolm.
All right, the Batman.
Okay, where's the Crawdad Sing versus
easy.
Pinocchio?
Wow.
2 movies I haven't seen yet. All right.
Which Pinocchio? Del Toro's?
Del Toro's.
Yeah.
Like Pinocchio, Jordan.
Yeah.
JPO.
I think I probably would, but
I didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, JPO.
Okay, a lot of talking. Pinocchio. Done.
Sure. All right. Wolf.
Yeah, I watched Where the Crawdads thing. What the heck? Speak, Michael.
That Crawdad thing.
Yeah.
I saw Where the Crawdads Sing when it hit Netflix, like not too long ago, and it was like the definition of a meh movie. Like, just everything about it feels meh. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, though, was like almost felt otherworldly from the animation style to just the beautiful story. It was easily the best Pinocchio movie we've gotten since like maybe ever. Like this movie is really good. So I think Pinocchio takes it by a landslide.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, actually, I don't know if Jordan would like Pinocchio based because I know how he feels about the designs of Pinocchio. Personally.
Yeah, I love the design, the look, but yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought Pinocchio was fine. Like Del Toro's one, like I know everyone's praising it to high heavens. Like I thought it was a good movie and definitely worthy of the praise. But I really loved where the Crawdads sing. Like I thought it was really interesting. Like it was one of those ones like in my head, my mind was going one way to where I thought it was going to go, and then it just took a little bit of a twist. And, yeah, I wasn't even familiar with the book going in. Like this is not like something that I was passionate about going in. Like I went in like with just expecting to an interesting movie. I didn't expect to end up as high as it did on my list, but I'm going to go Where the Crawdads Sing.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Didn't see Where the Crawdads Sing because I heard nothing but horrible things about it. And then somehow it quietly made $140 million at the box office. I don't know how that happens. Like how these weird movies just sit in theaters and make that much money. Must have just been nothing in theaters at the time.
Yeah.
It's called YA audiences.
God, whatever. Yeah.
That's what I was saying. It made money doesn't mean it's good because no repeated viewings, but a lot of first viewings.
Yeah. I watched 3/4 of Pinocchio. It was pretty good. I just didn't get a chance to finish it, but I'll give it to Pinocchio because it has the best first 10 minutes of a movie since Up. I'll say that. So, Pinocchio.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, you are right that you do have some trauma from past Pinocchios. That's from like the Roberto Benigni.
Anybody seen the Pauly Shore Pinocchio from this year?
Yeah,
I've seen it at
Pauly Shore. Well, even the Disney one to a degree. I mean, at least the looked pretty good in that. But yeah, so I didn't rush out to see this one. Like it's one that I probably will see eventually, but it's just not like high on my radar. And I never saw Where the Crawdads Sing either because I didn't really hear anything that great about it. So I'll kind of reluctantly vote for Pinocchio, but I don't know if I'm going to be voting for it all that much more. So yeah, Pinocchio.
So I had a chance to see Where the Crawdads Sing in theater, but I chose to see Spider-Man No Way Home Extended Edition again of free cinema day. But I saw Pinocchio today. I loved it. It's dark as shit. I was expecting some of the darkness of it. The amount of time he kind of gets killed throughout the movie is pretty like, what the heck? But it's funny, it's sweet, the music is really good. That song that got nominated a bunch of the award is really good. It's a sweet movie. I love
Wish
it.
Upon a Star, right? Oh wait, no.
Something Papa, but it's a sweet, funny, sweet, funny, touching, very good theme to it. Well, I like the morality, the thing about death, and when we say something but we don't mean it. I think there's some beautiful message to it. Yeah, I think of Pinocchio. One of the more vividly impressive animated movie I've seen this year. Besides, there's another one to be bring up later.
Yeah. So I guess it'll be Pinocchio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did JPO go?
Yeah. He started.
Yeah.
Oh, he started. Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Yep.
Bye-bye, Crawdads.
Yeah.
Northman versus 13 Lives. All right, Northman versus 13 Lives. That'll be first.
I'm so glad I get to be the first to talk about the
Oh man,
I only seen one of these.
Because my girl Anya Taylor-Joy, I'm in love with her. But man, this movie was really great. I saw this opening night, and I'm a big Robert Eggers fan, so I was very excited to see this. Did not disappoint. I am a sucker for Norse mythology, like Viking lore, stuff like that. So this was like perfectly crafted for me. I loved this so much, and it was one of my top 20 favorite movies of the year. And then 13 Lives, I did not get to see, unfortunately. I wanted to get to it for this, but that's another one where Colin Farrell was in it. Colin Farrell was in 4 movies in 2022. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I definitely want to check that out soon. So just because I haven't seen 13 Lives, I'll give it to the Northman.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, I get the feeling you probably would have voted Northman regardless. But anyway, look, I've seen both of these. Like 13 Lives is it's based on the Australian soccer team which got trapped. I can't remember what country it was now, but
Thailand, I think.
Yeah, and it was a very interesting, like, just watching it. Like, they did a really good job of it. Like, ultimately, it kind of fell a little bit short for me, but the acting was good and everything was good. The Northman was one that like surprised me a little bit because it's one of those weird movies that I actually blind bought because I'd missed it in cinemas and just saw it on the shelf. Like, I'll get this and give it a shot. Like I've not that huge of a Robert Eggers fan, but I do kind of get where he's going with half the time. I enjoyed the movie enough. It was a visual masterpiece. I kind of wish there was a little bit more of a story to it, but I'm still going to go to the Northman on this.
Yeah, sounds good. And also, shout out to Richie in the chat. He's just saying, "Hey."
Hey, Richie.
So yeah, but Austin.
Yeah, I saw The Northman in theaters on like the last showing it was at before it left theaters. Yeah, I mean, I was kind of mixed on it. I liked a lot of the visuals. Some of the one village raid scene is really good. There's some good stuff in it. I was just kind of bored for about a middle hour or so of that movie. But I wasn't bored during 13 Lives. I thought the movie was incredibly well done, very tense, a lot of anxiety. Just one of the better disaster survival movies I've seen in a long time, and I wish I could have seen it in theater. Good stuff all around. So one of my favorites of the year, I got to go 13 Lives.
Well, I kind of been mentioning this a little bit lately, but I did the right thing when I went to go see when I saw the Northman. I saw it at home, but when I saw it, I went in with very low expectations, kind of thinking that maybe I wasn't going to like it. And when I do that, I usually end up liking it because the movie actually kind of surprised me. Like I thought that it was very brutal. I loved all the fight scenes and the I don't know, just like a lot of barbaric stuff in there. I wasn't sure if I was going to be on board. There's some weird stuff in the first 10 minutes of them barking like a dog and like eating out of dog bowl.
Naked fight for the gates.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like not for me. But then I stuck with it and it was great for the rest of the movie and it had some really cool visuals. But the thing about it though, that I also love 13 Lives, and the thing that kind of makes me pick 13 Lives over it, which I'm going to do, is that 13 Lives is a little more rewatchable for me. And I can recommend it to other people. Like if you like a good true story, if you want a good thriller, or at least something that's like tense that you're just waiting to like find out what's going to happen. Even if you've seen the documentary, just to kind of see it played out like that. It's really, really cool. And it has some great actors with Viggo Mortensen, Colin Farrell, and Joel Edgerton in there. And yeah, so I actually we watched it for my brother's birthday this past week, and so because they hadn't seen it, so yeah, I gotta go 13 Lives. So Chris.
So 13 Live is something that slipped under my finger a little bit because I forgot it came out this year. I do like Ron Howard. I do like the story. I really do love the documentary about it. But I love The Northman. Northman was my first movie in watching an AMC because my theater got rebranded this year to AMC Theater. And I was blown away by Northman. I love Robert Eggers type movies. I like The Witch. I like The Lighthouse a lot. But I love The Northman. Great action. I love a Viking story, Hamlet. Like that way, potentially down the line a little bit. But I love everything about it. The acting good. The acting is really good. Anya Taylor-Joy, she's one of my favorite actors working today. I had to go with The Northman. One of the most visually impressive movie I've seen this year, visually wise. And they're a good story too. I like how twisted and humorous it gets with the way he gets revenge on his uncle a bit here and there.
Yeah. Sounds good. JPO.
There's actually two blind spots for me here. I'm kind of iffy on Eggers a little bit to a degree, and it reminded me kind of The Green Knight, where I wasn't sure it was going to be, just style over substance here. And yeah, 13 Lives was just unfortunately one of those ones that just kind of fell under the radar.
The Green Knight wasn't Robert Eggers.
I didn't say it was. I said the style of it. Anywho, nope, never said it was Eggers. I didn't mean to do that. But I'm gonna go 13 Lives.
Yeah, and then we got Richie recommending a good double feature or a weird one.
So, with that, we have a tie, and how the tiebreakers work is we just rotate the tie-breaking vote up the ladder, and you basically that person can either stick with what they voted for or they can flip-flop. So, Chris, it's all on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to keep the Dutchman.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. There's a movie almost made my top 12. I think it was just out of it. So.
Oh, one I haven't seen and one I've seen.
This is easy for
So,
me.
Triangle of Sadness and Elvis. Malcolm.
Yep, this is easy for me. Triangle Sadness haven't even been released in New Zealand yet. Elvis is amazing. Like it's one of those ones. Like I'm a big fan of Baz Luhrmann. And when I heard he was doing a biopic about Elvis, at first I was a little skeptical of it because I didn't think his style would work. But he managed to make the style work for Elvis, and Austin Butler's great as Elvis, and I really and Tom Hanks was good in a as a character you just really want to hate, which is very unusual when it comes to Tom Hanks. Like most of his roles he's done, like is all these characters which are really likable and all that. So it's kind of interesting seeing Tom Hanks play a little bit of shift. So I'm easily going Elvis in here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Watch Lady Killers.
Yeah. Well, Austin?
Yeah, it's easy for me too. I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness. Not really a movie that interests me, so I probably won't, just to be honest. But yeah, Elvis is in my top 12. I really enjoyed it. I like music biopics that don't kind of stick to the formulaic stuff, do a little something different, like this in Rocket Man. So yeah, love the Austin Butler stuff. Thought he did him justice. So I'll go Elvis.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put that there. Want to save time, yeah, I haven't seen the Triangle of Sadness. I have seen Elvis, but I've heard kind of mixed things. That some people say that they love Triangle of Sadness, but then I've also heard people say like it's probably not one you're gonna like, Jordan. Maybe not your style. I don't know, but
After Sun the comedy.
Yeah, right. so I haven't seen it, but and also I heard that they kind of do the upper class thing kind of better with the menu, so there's that. But
you don't know. Whoa! You can't say.
I don't know. Yeah, but I just heard that. That's just the word of mouth.
Yeah.
But,
that's what he said. He said he heard. He didn't say for himself. He heard from maybe people he trusts that
Yeah.
and I could probably assume that Jordan wouldn't like that movie if he saw it anyways. I'm pretty certain. Okay.
But Elvis rules. Yeah, Elvis was great. Like Austin Butler, like he killed it so hard that I've been going back and watching interviews and like learning about how he got the role and because I don't really know much about Austin Butler before this, but man, he was just like a powerhouse in this movie. And then I mean, Tom Hanks was good. I didn't think he was blowing anyone away or anything, but after seeing this though, I kind of like to see him play more of a villain, just to kind of see more of that side of him. And then even the guy that played the Hank Snow character kind of did the Buddy Holly sort of thing, like that was fun. And yeah, they're just great. I'm kind of hit and miss on Baz Luhrmann. I like a couple of things and some I don't. So but I loved Elvis, so I'll vote Elvis. Chris?
I will say this. I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness. I had to prioritize one movie over today, and I'm happy it did. I would be the honest person here. I think Elvis is a good to decent movie with a great performance. I think Austin Butler had that the best thing about Elvis. I think he carried the film alone. I think the editing is hit and miss sometimes Elvis. The first half hour Elvis with the editing is really hard to sit through, but when he slowed down and let the movie flow, it's really good. Tom Hanks is okay in it. The better Tom Hanks movie that not to be on here, I've mentioned it in my honorable mention at the end. But yeah, I'd give it to Elvis. A good movie, but I liked it, but I didn't love it like you guys do.
Yeah. Sounds good. JPO.
Well, let's not stop this ball rolling yet. I haven't seen Triangle of Sadness. The trailer didn't do much for me, and I've heard some good things, but I don't know. I don't know if it's ever one I'm going to get around to. I just don't know if it'll be up my alley. Well, I don't love Elvis. I haven't loved any Baz Luhrmann film. Even though this is probably one of more of my favorites here, there is a great performance here by Yoga Hosers, Austin Butler. So I'm going to go with Elvis.
Oh, Yoga Hosers. That's where he's from.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that.
Well, I guess it'll be
Wolf.
I didn't get
Wolfgang.
my
Okay, Wolf. Yeah. All right.
School us. Tell us about Triangle of Sadness.
Yeah.
I mean, yes. My clear vote. I do want to talk on Elvis. My clear vote is Triangle of Sadness. It was in my top 10 of the year. This film won the Palme d'Or at Cannes, which honestly is like just as big, if not bigger, than the Oscar. Like that film, that's a really big prize to get. Is the Palme d'Or at the Cannes Film Festival. So that was, and I saw it and loved it. It's almost like two halves. The first half is like satire. The second half is like more of a drama in a way. But Elvis, when I saw it in theaters, I really liked it. But the more I thought on it and I rewatched it, this movie is goofy, man. Like, look, Austin Butler gives a great performance, but y'all saying that like Tom Hanks is good, like honestly, he's kind of laughably bad. Like I die laughing every time he speaks. He's like, and it's like so over the top that it's just ridiculous to me. And the editing is like, oh, like just so fast paced. Like the fact it's getting all these Oscar nods for editing, it's like the Oscars love what's the most edited, and it's just like, ugh, that's just what it seems to be. And the whole like implementing rap music, like making Elvis's songs into rap, like I get what they were trying to go with, but it didn't work for me in this movie.
I forgot about that.
So like, but because Austin Butler was so good, I will definitely, still say that it's a decent film. But yeah, Triangle of Sadness is phenomenal though. So I'll go with that one.
Yeah. Well, it'll be Elvis. So.
Austin Butler was also uncredited as Zippy Brewster in Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide.
Really?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which, speaking of that, I do love the idea of let's do Ned in his 30s guiding us now.
Yeah.
Come on, Ned. Tell me how to figure this shit out now.
And why do you have to put the? Oh.
Yeah, like this matchup really, like, is this really random? Oh, it's like the best two animated movies.
Yes, it is.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Of course, it's random because why would you intentionally put two of quote unquote the best animated movies right up against each other in the first round?
Just to mess with people.
I love both of these movies.
So to be clear, for anybody listening, it's Marcel the Shell with Shoes On versus the new Puss in Boots movie. Whatever it's called.
That's the Leash.
The Last Wish, yeah.
Both of them in my top 10.
Hold on, Chris.
Yeah. I'm up first. Haven't seen either one. I'm not the animated guy. Marcel looked like whatever. I mean, I've heard good things, I'll never see Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Ever.
Oh, come on.
Ever.
Give it a shot.
I will never sit down and watch that movie.
Hey, Jordan, you're the one that kept on bashing it, and then I told you.
I know, yeah.
To go see
and
it.
I finally
and
saw
now
it.
you're like saying you like
Yep.
it. So yeah.
I guess I'll vote for Marcel. It's one I might watch, maybe. Yeah.
Well,
I will say, I know with your spider sickness, you actually might not like Puss in Boots. It might mess with you.
Yeah, like it might, but I think that they like do it that it's not the whole movie throughout. It's only for like some action scenes.
True.
Yeah, I'm getting too old for shit like that. For like ADD animated filmmaking. I'm getting too old for that. So yeah, motion sickness in my old age.
Well, to say that I love both of these. These are both movies in my top 12 of the year, and I thought that the Marcel, the show was delightful. Like if you would just want to see a movie that just brings you pure joy and just happiness, pretty much the whole way through, it's just like so good and like charming and just a cute, fun movie, and the stop animation works really well, and it gives something. Pretty good for Jenny Slate to do, because I think she can do voices good. Maybe not too much else for me, but Puss in Boots though, like I said it on a couple other shows, that it was my biggest surprise of the whole year. This movie blew me away. Like yeah, you're right, Wolf. Like I was bagging on it earlier in the year. Why are we getting another Puss in Boots? That's stupid. Why are we continuing this franchise? Nobody cares. And then I was like dead wrong about that when I finally watched it. And like it's fun, it's charming. Like it's got a really great story. It's got some really good messages behind it of just being happy with your life the way that it is, and not really caring about having like so much more or it's like getting over that and just being happy. And the animation like is the best animation I've ever seen in a movie, period. Like it's that good. Like it's just like just so good. Like they just like really up there. All the colors are just really vibrant and just pop out, and the action stuff that we mentioned already, it works really, really well. And like I didn't think I would even want another Shrek movie, but they do a little tease at the end, and like I'm kind of looking forward to it now. So yeah, I'll vote for Puss in Boots. So Chris.
I hate this pairing because these are honestly two of my favorite movies, and at least my top 10, 12 of the year. I love. I watched over the movie and not knowing a lot. I was like, oh, show, like whatever, and I loved it from start to finish. I saw it in August in theater. Made me cry, made me laugh. Puss in Boots was a movie I was like, why do we need another Shrek movie? Why do we need another Puss in Boots? And I only went in because Aaron from TNT was raving about it. A lot of people knew were raving about it. I saw it opening day. I'm like, okay, fine. I love this movie. I was like, it was delightful. It was some of the best animation I've seen in recent years. It had probably my favorite villain of the year with the wolf character. Like the most scariest villain. That not in it a lot, but whenever he appears, you don't. And Don Mulaney was a really good villain. It's dark as shit. Like the Don Mulaney stuff, pretty dark humor.
Yeah, the big Jack Horner, whatever. Yeah,
especially with the flower scene.
Which I didn't know that was John Mulaney until later into the film. I was like, oh.
The running gag with the Jiminy Cricket character is really funny.
Yeah, that's good too.
Especially as they go on. I love it. Great message. I want another Shrek movie. If they do it in this animation style, then hell yes. Because I teared up a little bit to hear the music at the end. I loved it. The message alone, the character, fun Peter, Olivia Colman, great as Jodie Long, and the Free Bear stuff was great. You have to go with Push. I much of Marcel. Put the eventually up my list the more I think about it when I do my top 12 of the year.
Yeah, this is I will say that it's a prime example that it doesn't matter what the subject material is for a movie. If you have the right people behind it, just like making a really great movie and doing everything that at the top of their game, then you can make anything great. So yeah, but
Captain Underpants, right?
Yes, yeah, right. Like Captain Underpants. I mean, I got to give it a shot, I guess.
Hey, no, you never know, man. Lego Movie, Pirates of the Caribbean. These weren't movies that at first people were that excited about because it was what are they based on? But they ended up being great.
Yep.
Good choices here. I unfortunately haven't seen Marcel. I don't think it's streaming yet on a normal platform, so I didn't want to spend the $20, whatever it was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I will get to it though. Puss in Boots, it was a surprise. I had some hope because I do like the first one here. The first one was a pretty enjoyable time. It definitely didn't strike while the iron was hot. It's about a decade later, so definitely my anticipation went down. But it surpassed the expectations. It has everything you guys talked about from really cool eclectic cast of characters here. The animation's great. It's cute. It's funny. It gets a little emotional without banging it over your head. And it was a worthy enough sequel where I went from kind of whatever in this franchise to excited for whatever the next follow-up will be. So Puss in Boots gets my vote.
Yeah. Well, Wolf, what do you think?
Yeah, so I remember I saw Marcel the show. She was on, I think with my mom when that came out. We were both sobbing. As someone who y'all had plenty of time to see it, this isn't you can get, I'm gonna hint at it, but it's sort of a spoiler. As someone who lost their grandma, a couple years ago, it the relationship between Marcel and his grandmother, I
get you there, yeah.
Just it really hit close to home, and it was it really got to me emotionally, but I loved it. And so Like that was in my top 10 of the year. But then Puss in Boots. Like I remember, I saw the first one and it was fine. But then I was like, dude, I again too. I was like, do we need another Puss in Boots? And then I saw that this had like at the time, I think it's at 95 now, but it had like a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I was like, what the hell? Puss in Boots?
Yeah.
And then and it had like a 4.2 on Letterboxd. This is from Roma's a masterpiece type of people who who gave it a 4.2 average on Letterboxd. I was like, what is happening here? So I was like, okay, I guess I'm.
Is this real life? Yeah.
And I went and saw it, and I completely understand. This is a 4.2 average. Like, holy crap, this was amazing. Whoa. The visuals, the animation here was great. The voice acting was great. Florence Pugh, my wife, is in there. She's great. There was like a lot of just everyone here is great. And the themes about legacy, the themes about you've only got one life on this earth. How do you want to spend it? Do you want to spend it with the ones that you love, or are you going to try to be selfish with that one life? And it's like making you question that, and it was just so phenomenal and just blew me away. But with that said, I do just want to show some love to the smaller film. That still touched me a lot. It's like, god damn this matchup though.
Yeah, this matchup.
God. But Marcel the Shah, I guess I'll go with.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies. The closest I've seen to Puss in Boots is I've seen people showing clips of the end on TikTok videos where they're freaking out about possibly a Street 5. I personally don't think it's pointing to a Street 5. I think it's pointing to if there's a Puss in Boots 3, it's going to take place in Far, Far Away. I don't think it's necessarily going to be about a Street 5.
Yeah.
But with this, I'm going to vote for the one that I can easily rush out and go see if I want to go see it immediately after we finish here. And that is Puss in the Boots, because Marcel Shell's shoes is not showing anywhere.
Yeah.
All right, Puss in Boots.
Maybe Puss in Boots. All
It's
right.
that tough. I love both of them to death.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they have gone
What?
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love the pairings, but oh my god.
Yeah.
So we got Turning Red versus Vengeance. Jordan.
So I haven't. Well, no. So I have seen Turning Red. I was gonna say I haven't seen either one. I've seen Turning Red, but remind me what Vengeance is about again. Like
That's
what
the BJ Novak sort of true crime podcast.
Oh, okay.
A girl he's barely dating dies, and his brother thinks they're more in love than he knows of, so he brings him over, and he kind of gets it swiped into it.
Okay.
And so whether or not she did died or she murdered, maybe it's quite good.
Okay. Well, I'll just say that I saw Turning Red and I didn't like it. I just thought that it was that a movie's kind of geared more towards like preteen girls, kind of, and because it's basically getting your puberty or your period or whatever, and just at that point you start turning into this red panda. But there wasn't really a lot of relatable things for me. Now I see how it relates to other people, but just not to me. So I just didn't really care for it. So I haven't seen Vengeance, but it sounds pretty good. That sounds like one that'd be more up my alley, so I'll go Vengeance.
These are two movies I actually do like a lot. I think Turning Red deserves more love. I think it's a film that have a great last half hour of a lot of good theme and message to it, especially with the mother-daughter relationship. I think it's really good. It takes risks. It makes jokes I wasn't expecting to hear in a Pistol movie, especially with puberty jokes and such. It's some really good stuff in the beginning. It's a character a little annoying, yes, but I think what leads to that last half hour with the concert, the mother and daughter conversation about wanting to change itself, whether or not to change itself. I think it's beautifully handled. I might be I love Vengeance as well, but I might be the only one here and go Turning Red. Just show some love.
Sounds good. JPO.
I don't mind Turning Red either. It belongs on on the list of 64, but it's not one I find myself just feel like I'll go back for too much here. But Vengeance was a nice surprise here. This is written and directed by BJ Novak of The Office here, and it's satirical, it's funny, but it's also kind of a mystery going on here as well. Boyd Holbrook's great as the brother. Ashton Kutcher is great as a possible suspect to a degree. Yeah, it was one of the surprises of the month or the year, and I think it's in my either 15 or 20 of the year. So Vengeance.
Yeah, sounds good. Wolf, what do you think?
Vengeance is one I wanted to get around to seeing. I have Peacock now, so I can watch it. And
Oh, cool! It's on Peacock.
I think so. I'm
catching on the cack.
Yeah.
I do want to check it out there. I've seen Turning Red, and let me just tell you, it's maybe arguably the most overrated Pixar movie out there because
I don't know if you call it overrated if not that many people like it.
No, because when the reviews first came out, 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, people were saying best Pixar movie of all time, and it was big hyping it up type stuff. And then I watched it. I was like, it was okay, but it wasn't that. You guys way overhyped it. The critics, not necessarily the audiences or fans or whatever, but critics way overhyped it. And so I will give it to Vengeance because I'm interested in seeing that, and I just wasn't a fan of Turning Red. So
yeah, well, Malcolm, I know Richie says Marcel comes out in Australia tomorrow. I don't know about for you in New Zealand, but so but
you're muted.
Muted.
You're muted, Malcolm. We couldn't hear you.
No.
And him flipping off about one of them. I mean, then
now he.
I don't know what he's voting for. He turned off his microphone.
Somewhere else. It says device not connected.
Okay.
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, when it comes to Marcel, it was released in New Zealand a week ago, but it wasn't anywhere close to me.
Oh, okay.
The closest cinema I can go to is Christchurch, which is about a 4-hour drive from where I am.
Okay.
So, but yeah, as for this matchup, I haven't seen Vengeance. Peacock's not a thing over here, so I can't watch it there either. But I really loved Turning Red. Turning Red was a big surprise for me. And I thought it's funny how George mentions that he wasn't targeted. Well, I'm far from being a preteen teenage girl, but but yeah, I mean, Turning Red was surprised me. So I'm gonna go Turning Red on this.
Yeah. Well, Austin,
it's hard for me to really get behind and vote for a movie I haven't seen, which I haven't seen Vengeance on this one, unless the other movies just I didn't like outright, and then I can vote for it. But in this case, Turning Red, I enjoyed for the most part. So just because I enjoyed it and I haven't seen Vengeance, I'll go Turning Red.
Yeah.
So with that, we have a tie and it goes to JPO.
Ooh. Sweet Vengeance.
Yeah. Sweet Vengeance. Yeah.
Poor Turning Red though. Like Beth said, y'all don't even see the other one here. Fuck Turning Red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's easy.
Do we even have to
Triple R?
talk about this?
Yeah, we do, because Jordan really put it's in Jordan's 128, so we got to talk about it.
Well, we don't have to
all
talk
time,
about it.
baby.
Yeah.
So Chris first. He can put together his thoughts. Give him the time. Chris Diaz, go ahead.
I saw it for the first time yesterday. I went in with all the hype. I actually do like R&R a lot. I think it's fun. Is it a little bit? Did it need to be 3 hours? No. But is it fun? Is it entertaining? Is it great action sequence? Yes. Is the musical sequence one of the best musical sequences in recent years? Yes. I love that song moment to death. I think the character likable. I think the story engaging. You get emotional at times for me. I connected deeply with it. And I watched in a way with both the language, English, and the language. It was in. Yeah, it's gone. One of the biggest surprises of last year.
Yeah. Well, JPO.
Hey man, I gotta go to one of your favorite movies of all time. I'm gonna go Jurassic World here. Never saw RRR. The 3 hours kind of intimidated me. Singing intimidated me. So I went with. So I have to unfortunately go with Jurassic World.
Yeah, that's fair. Wolf.
Well, you should see RR. It's great because it is 3 hours, but it flies by. It's the fastest 3 hours I've seen since Wolf of Wall Street. Like it's that. It's
fuck no. Fuck no.
Yeah,
Not even close. Not even
I think
close.
it is. But yeah.
Fuck yes, because it's action packed throughout.
Really? That middle hour where they're just palling around and holding hands is action packed? I fucking disagree. You guys must have forgot about that part of the movie where there's an hour of them doing nothing. But okay.
No, it's called character development.
Oh my god.
They call leading to the best musical sequence in a while.
Oh,
but
off.
No, I loved RR. It was in like my top 5 of the year. I thought this film was phenomenal. And I've seen it like 3 times now, and it's excellent. Jurassic World Dominion. I actually went to a cool like double feature thing that they did where they played the first Jurassic Park, and then they played Jurassic World Dominion right afterwards. But what's weird is it's like those 2 films, other than the fact that Alan is back and all them, like it doesn't connect timeline wise really. Other than that, so it's like and other than I guess the villain of the movie.
You do it. It's called the Dodgson double feature.
Like they should like what I'm saying is they probably should have done like Fallen Kingdom. As much as I don't like Fallen Kingdom. Like I mean that actually like connects plot wise to this film more. But I wasn't really a fan of Dominion. I thought it was just kind of boring. It was cool seeing our characters back, but I feel like they just kind of wasted them. So for me, I'm definitely going to RR here.
Yeah, and we'll say that the like RRR, it's not like a full on musical. Like this has a few songs throughout. It's not like
and technically
musical,
one of the songs is like one of those things that you get like the end of Broadway shows where they start playing like a final thing or whatever. Like you can leave during it, or you could like stop the movie during it. It's one of those. It's like thank you for coming. This is our final song for you, but you can literally turn it off.
Yeah, at the end it's kind of like a Bollywood kind of thing.
If you want to,
But Malcolm, what do you think?
Can't wait for Scorsese to start doing that.
But yeah, I saw Triple R for the first time the other day. I'll get my positives out the way first. Nashu Nashu is a good song, deserving of the best original song.
Mm-hmm.
The visuals are great, but yeah, that whole middle hour really drags. Like I thought the Batman dragged. I'd much rather watch the Batman over Triple R a second time. So my vote's easily going Jurassic World Dominion. I actually really loved it. So Jurassic World Dominion gets my vote.
Yeah, what?
But you were smoking once, right?
Well, I think though that like the action hits so hard in it that it's like when it slows down, you're kind of like well, we're not getting this crazy action anymore. Just slow. So people are.
But then it ramps it up
like
to 11 though in the third act. Once it gets back into action.
Yeah.
The third act was good, but it doesn't say.
The dude kicks a flaming motorcycle into someone's face. Like, how is that not like badass? It's like.
Did I say it wasn't badass?
So
I mean, I want to dance off like that in my world.
So, anyways, I finally saw RR like 2 or 3 weeks ago. People saying it's the greatest thing ever, and I'm sorry, I'm with Mount. I got to that middle hour, and I was like, holy shit! I texted Jordan, and he'll tell you. I was like, does this movie supposed to get good? Right? When does it get good? I'm an hour and 50 minutes into this movie, and like I'm not seeing what everyone else is seeing. I'm sorry, that movie's slow. Like there was like it started out with a bang, and oh my god, I was like falling asleep. I turned it off. I was done with it. I couldn't stand it, man. Most overrated.
You didn't see
No.
the other like
Nope.
action scenes that
Nope.
like even better?
Nope.
Not
okay.
the flaming motorcycle to the face.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not this.
So
That's not giving it a fair shot, I
So-
feel like. But
Yeah.
So, because of that, and because everybody said it was the greatest movie ever, and it clearly fucking wasn't, even though Jurassic World Dominion is on my worst of the year, you get my vote, Jurassic World Dominion. Congratulations.
Oh my.
Look, Austin lasted longer than John Campier did with Triple R. Give him some
I
credit
lasted
there.
an hour and 50 minutes,
Well-
and I was done. So, yeah, no.
you can sit through all the Locust World Dominion, but you can't sit through that, huh?
Yeah. Because it's bafflingly bad, but it's, not
You
boring.
sit through the deep dive and it's
It is
exhausting.
boring though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like Jurassic World Dominion just felt
Yeah.
like every other entry in the franchise.
Well,
So, I know what Jordan's voting for, right? His top 128 movie.
well, to be fair, I was just having fun. I'm not like I don't know if it's gonna stay in my top 128. I just wanted to just do it for fun, but after 2 days of having seen it, but yeah, RRR, or if you call it Triple R, whatever you want to call it, this movie really blew me away. I thought it was great, and yeah, those action scenes hit really hard, but like I don't mind the character development stuff because it's also a musical, and like I don't like when musicals sing from beginning to end. I like when they have a little bit of more context to it, some more dialogue, some more interaction, and like things going on to make it interesting. So I appreciated that. So yeah, and I can't remember the name of the like big song, but the Natu. Yeah,
my favorite song is actually the one though where he's getting whipped. Like that just had to.
Yeah, when he's getting ripped, it's so
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that one is pretty good too. So yeah, if they played either one of those at the Oscars, that'd be awesome. Like if they performed it. But so yeah, I mean, even though I did have it in my 128, I was just like having fun. I still do really like Jurassic World. Like I just have to kind of like look past all the like Locust stuff, and I love seeing the original cast back. I thought that Jeff Goldblum had some really funny lines. I'll watch Jeff Goldblum do anything. I'll watch him buy socks at the store. Like he's just entertaining to me. So, but I still got to go with RRR because I want to give it some love.
Hey, you're voting against one of your favorite movies of all time? That's shocking.
Yeah,
all right.
shocking.
Well, it's a tie. It goes to
Yeah.
Wolfman, but to be fair.
Oh yeah.
Triple R.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
To be fair, I knew that, so I just sort of said.
By the way, my lack of saying anything about Jurassic World told you how much I do not like Jurassic World Dominion. I
Yeah.
have nothing to say.
All right. Oh, this is a weird matchup, Frick.
This is an easy matchup.
So
for me.
we got
You could have put Tony Red against it.
Minions: The Rise of Gru versus
Why couldn't
Tar.
Puss in Boots go up against?
Yeah.
Tony
Well,
Red against Minion.
All right, guys, let's stay focused. Let's speed it up a little bit.
Yeah.
We're on an hour and we're not even halfway through the first bracket. Speed it
yeah,
up. Let's
so-
go, JPO. Less tangents.
Yeah, save the comments for when it's your turn. I swear I saw nearly 140 movies, just nothing Malcolm picked for this bracket. So let's go Tar.
Yeah.
All right.
Wolf.
Tar was in my top 5 of the year. Minions: Rise of Gru sucks ass, so Tar.
Sure.
Banana.
Malcolm. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies. Like Tower is there because it's getting Oscar love, and Minions was one of the highest grossing movies.
Yeah. Somehow.
Look, I'm going to see Tower next week. Like it's officially releasing in New Zealand shortly. So I'm going to vote Tower.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, I blind bought Tar because it was like the same price as renting it on Vudu, so I just blind bought the Blu-ray. It's a bizarre fucking movie. Maybe I'll watch it again, maybe I won't, but I'm never watching Minions: Rise of Gru, so I'll say Tar.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what's interesting though is Tar. I've never had a movie do this to me. Tar was an entirely different genre on a rewatch. It's so weird. Like, it literally is a whole nother genre when I rewatched it. It's so interesting.
Yeah.
But
Well, for me, I never saw either one of these, and Tar is a movie that I'll never, ever, ever watch on my own. But if I'm with someone, I just happen to be with them, and they say, "Well, we should check out Tar. You want to watch it?" I might just be like, "Okay, sure."
Nah, you'll hate it.
that'll be the only way that I'm ever gonna watch this movie. But
Kristen Stewart's not in it. You can watch it.
yeah, and Kate Blanchett's always great. Like I love her as an actress, but and man, like Minions is just a movie I do not care about like at all, like whatsoever. So like funny enough, I think I'm still gonna vote Tar, even though I'm not really gonna like it, but I just don't care about Minions. So Tar.
So despite Todd does drag a little bit, like it does had a triple R thing and drag a little bit in the second half. Tar is still a great movie. I think Kate Blanchett great. It had probably easily two of my top 10 favorite scenes of last year with the opening scene with the interviewer, then the scene with Julie Oliver, she teaching the class. And the ending great. I think Kate Blanchett in either my second or first pick for Best Actress, but I had to go with Tar.
Yeah.
Easily one of the best script of the year.
There you go.
Last year.
She says, "What is a Sophie's choice for him?" Yeah, well, I think it's that one for all of us. But so, yeah. So is it Tar?
Yeah. No, it's a clean sweep for Tar. Yes.
Okay.
That's
what I figured.
We could have literally just skipped that.
Yeah,
probably
could have. But
Woman King versus Sonic 2. Wolf.
So yeah, I saw Sonic 2 like opening weekend. Woman King, I saw like on a date night or something. I wasn't even going to see it initially because the trailers didn't really do much for me, but it actually really surprised me. This film was actually like really good. It's like the better Black Panther movie this year than the Black Panther movie that we got. Like it was really, really good. Like I was surprised. So because of that, I'm gonna give it to the Woman King. I thought it was great.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't got around to seeing the Woman King, but I will probably get around to it eventually. But Sonic 2 was a big surprise. Like, I know the first one when it came out, like I was surprised with that because I'm not a big fan of the Sonic character at all. But I went into this sort of enjoying it, and so I thought, no, I'll go see the sequel. Like, and I probably enjoyed it a little bit better actually. So I'm gonna go Sonic 2. So
yeah, sounds good. Austin.
I was lukewarm on the original Sonic movie. Like I thought it was fine, but I didn't prioritize. Seeing the sequel. I haven't seen the Woman King, but I'm much more interested in watching that and the subject matter. So I'll see the Woman King.
Yeah, well, for me, I didn't rush out to see the Woman King because I felt like, well, I saw Black Panther, so that's good enough for me this year. I'll get around to it maybe some other time. But
they actually came before Black Panther, technically.
Yeah, true. But I was kind of waiting for Black Panther. But and Sonic 2, yeah, that was a big big surprise as far as like the Sonic franchise overall. Like I was surprised by the first one that I really liked it, so I kind of knew that I was gonna like this one, especially you add in Tails, you add in Knuckles, like that, and I also love Ben Schwartz as the voice of Sonic. I think that it works really well. Idris Elba as Knuckles, and then also Jim Carrey just getting back to his like older, kind of goofier, kind of just like hamming it up, like just being slapstick over the top. Like I really have fun with that. That's my favorite type of Jim Carrey for me personally. So yeah, I'll vote for Sonic 2. I don't know how much more Jim Carrey we're gonna get if he's kind of like stepping away from acting or like
he says this is it.
Yeah. So yeah, he says this is it. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll vote Sonic 2. So Chris,
this is tough. I love both of these movies. The double feature with Woman King, another film that didn't come down this line, but I love both. I had to go with the Woman King, one of the biggest surprises of last year. I've a film I wasn't really expecting much for, but I really loved the true story of it. I thought Viola Davis was phenomenal. I'm happy she's getting Oscar buzz, but I wish it's on the list for getting more Oscar buzz. I think this, like, she had two great movies this year. None of them to be brought up later. Like, and she was great in both of them. Great introduction for a young actress with the one that played the young protege in this. Like, she was phenomenal playing against Viola Davis. Had a lot of great scenes, some great action, a really good story. She had a true story a little bit issue-wise, And Sonic 2 were good. It just very easily, like, perfect casting and Knuckle. And I hope we get Sonic 3 with that post-credit scene. Like that, I was so excited with that post-credit scene. Yeah, I had to go with the Women King.
Well, I was trying to find my Sonic 2 poster. I have a one sheet that I got from the theater, but I see it's way under my bed to where I can't reach it. So but it's like really cool looking. I was gonna show it off, but anyways.
GPU.
GPU.
Alrighty, I'm gonna give my vote to my niece, Callie. The Woman King or Sonic 2?
Sonic 2!
Alright, you heard it, guys. We're just that much more excited. This is a Sonic household. Ben Schwartz is fantastic, and if this is Jim Carrey's swan song, I hope it's not. I'm gonna show some Sonic love.
Yeah.
Yes. But I did just get Sonic Frontiers, which I'll probably be streaming at some point. So,
so we have another tie. Another tie, and Malcolm, you've got it. So just roll roll over you want to roll over.
I haven't seen Woman King, so.
All right. Sonic 2. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, easy. Can we just move over everything?
I own that 4K too.
Yeah, nice.
You own Bad Guys on 4K?
No. We need to talk about Bad Guys.
Hey, I do want to see the Bad Guys. Though.
The Bad Guys are good. I will say that, but everything all at once should be.
But it's not one of my favorites. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, you probably like one of the Bad Guys.
It's my favorite of the year, number one. So
number one for me too.
Yeah.
All right.
So are we moving it over? Or...
If Aftersun can't be here, it's my second favorite movie on this list.
Unless anyone's saying
now my niece is obsessed. I'm not letting her vote this round.
I vote the bad guy.
Sorry, this time you can't have a vote.
Well, we got one vote for the Bad Guys, sure.
Well, I would, but I know I'm in the minority, so whatever.
The Bad Guys are good.
I will say, Bad Guys is one of those surprisingly good movies.
Movie with the greatest everything theme.
Can we move on with
acting,
this?
editing,
Yeah,
everything.
you can put over Pearl in this one and skip Adam Project.
This is another
I
one.
never saw Adam Project, so I have no idea.
Adam Project's good.
What? I'm voting for Adam Project, but whatever.
No, you're not.
I am voting for Adam Project. I like that movie.
I mean, I would have voted for the Adam Project. I just haven't seen Pearl, so.
We could have talked about. Yeah.
Now we've got.
All right. Now you got a match.
Yeah.
There you go.
I guess we have a matchup.
Very similar posters.
So
not a very good matchup from me, but
Hellraiser versus Till, Malcolm. It's a weird matchup, but yeah.
Yeah. So Till hasn't been released in New Zealand yet, so I haven't seen Hellraiser, so I'm in a predicament.
Yeah.
So, but I'm just going to go for Hellraiser because why not?
Sure. It's a known franchise. Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I didn't see Till. On the other hand, Hellraiser is my favorite horror movie of the year. I've talked about it on plenty of shows, so yeah, Hellraiser pretty easy for me.
Yeah, I haven't seen Till either. I was trying to see if I can look anything up about it to give it a fair shot quickly, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so not enough time to look at anything up about it. And Hellraiser, I just thought was it just way too much going on for me. Like I just kind of like they're trying to do too many things. Like they should have kept it a little simpler for the more casual horror fans. I mean, I understand that it works well if you're like a diehard horror fan.
I thought it was a pretty simple, straightforward horror movie, but okay.
We got the whole thing with the guy at the beginning trying to do something, and then you got the girl that's getting high all the time, and then they're
they all
doing
connect.
stuff with it. And it's like the whole entire building's transforming all around, and I'm just like, well, I don't even know what's going on. So I was lost. So maybe it was just me, but yeah. But I mean, I haven't seen Till, so I know nothing about it. So Hellraiser still. So Chris.
I was the one who had to put this on. So Till is a movie that I went in not knowing a lot. I know Emmett Till's story a good little bit, but I didn't know a lot. This is one of the most emotionally devastating movies I've seen of the past year. It is a film that I think that Riley, I think why Kate Blanchett and Michelle Yeoh are great. I would honestly give the Oscar to Daniel that Riley. Honestly, I think he gave one of the most emotionally moving and powerful performance ever. There's this scene along to the end where the defense questioning her, and the camera just focused on her the whole time. And one of the most devastating, like that was her reaction to her response, talking about her son, and then just trying to dig at her, trying to get, saying what her son did wrong, like that she didn't teach him right, and the way they handle Emmett Till murder, they don't show the whole thing, but when you see his body, and one of the more I was sobbing and see that how much it hit me in a way. I'm definitely do check this movie out. It's definitely one of the biggest surprises last year. I'm happy I saw it in theater. I think Daniel Datwell should get more love at Oscars, but for this, he's easily my top 5 favorite performance of last year.
Well, I'm not going to change my vote, but from that description, I feel like I'd probably like Till more. But
you can, you can change your vote. We're not done.
I can, but
you don't have to, Jordan. That's fine.
I don't know until I see it. So yeah, JPO.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, I'm in kind of the same boat as a couple others. Haven't seen Till, so until I do, can't speak too much on that. Hellraiser was a nice surprise here, actually. Arguably the best Hellraiser movie that we've ever had, because I did the first 2 are more memorable for the characters and the kills. This one I thought was kind of pretty well rounded and has me excited to return to this franchise. So Hellraiser.
Yeah, Wolfman.
Yeah, so I watched Hellraiser for the first time finally for our horror show I did with Austin, and it was really good. I really enjoyed Hellraiser. I watched Till. Rented it not too long ago. I watched 2 other I watched a limited series at the beginning of the year and a documentary on Emmett Till. And just in case y'all don't know what happened to Emmett Till, what happened was he flirted or these other friends dared him to flirt with this white girl or something like that in a at some store. And so he does that. He says some little flirtatious line or something like that, and gets beaten to death by her brothers because of it. And literally his face became unrecognizable. Literally they showed pictures and his entire face was it was really disturbing. It looked like cauliflower or something. It was horrible. It was horrifying. And when they pulled him out of the river, it was horrible what happened. And they made a feature film about it. I think it was the anniversary of what happened to Emmett Till. That's why Emmett Till has been everywhere lately, just in 2022. But they made this film off it, and it was just a devastating but moving film. And Daniel Deadwyler, she does something utter revolutionary in this film. Her performance is outstanding. Man, is she good. Just breaks your heart. So for me, I love Hellraiser. I'm going to have to give it Till. I think just Till is just such a great, one of the best racial films I've seen since Selma, I think, something like that. It was really
I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right,
Well, and you vote Malcolm?
Hellraiser. Yep, he voted first.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I believe it was 4-2 to Hellraiser.
We're just lacking people seeing Till, so we got to see it. So
I got Chippendale versus Halloween.
Oh, I know where I'm going.
I mean, I think I know where I'm going too.
I know where I'm going with this.
All right.
So we should vote. We can't just move one over.
All right. I'm up first. Halloween Ends is probably the worst ending to a trilogy in quite some time. Very unsatisfying. Didn't like it. Didn't like the decisions they made. Terrible. So even though I haven't seen Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, I hate Halloween Ends. So Chip and Dale, you get my vote.
Well, for me, I actually loved Halloween Ends. The movie's not called Michael Myers; it's called Halloween.
It's called Halloween Ends. It's not a good ending to what it was set up before, but okay.
Yeah. So people. Well, one of the big complaints is he's kind of a secondary character in what's supposed to be his movie, but I actually really liked how they did it. I liked that it felt kind of like an indie movie. I liked that the character reminds me of one of my favorite podcasters, that guy that I was following, or I mean that kind of is the guy kind of doing some Michael Myers-esque stuff, and yeah, I mean I understand the very endings kind of even I would like to see Jamie Lee Curtis do a little more, but or at least I mean, spoiler, like slight spoiler. Have the guy that they focus on be the one to kill him, but I do like how they dispose of the body. I wish they would do that more, like that, like in horror movies. But it's Michael Myers. Like they're probably gonna find a way to bring him back. Who knows? I don't know. But Chip and Dale though was a very pleasant surprise. Like I thought that it's one of the like coolest uses of animation and like real live action combined since Roger Rabbit. I thought that it was really well done. So I think both of these deserve to move on. But here, I think Halloween Ends made my top 12 of the year, so I'll vote for Halloween Ends. Chris?
Halloween Ends one of the most quality disappointment last year. It was just so like, my God, how to ruin my as a character in the movie by making him weak. The fight scene at the end was decent, but my God, and Jamie Lee Curtis, one of the worst acting I think in any Halloween movie. But I love Chip and Dale. I grew up with the anime show as a kid from the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, I love this show. I love the joke. I love the intro. Because Sonic, I love Ugly Sonic being a character in this movie.
Yeah,
one
that is
of the
cool.
most funniest running gag in the movie, and the cast were great. John Mulaney were great. Andy Samberg were great. The two of them together were so well. I love the character from the show. Probably I kind of want to see them do that to Drop Me Ducks, like they hinted at the end with that little joke. Yeah, sign me up for the universe, Disney. I would love to see a universe like this happen.
We are getting a Darkwing Duck series, I think, so
Yeah.
that's coming. So, but JPO?
Oh, Halloween Ends. What could have, should have been. Kind of like Chris said, it's more of a disappointment. Like, it's definitely not in my worst of the year, but it's up there for disappointments here because there's so many inconsistencies in this new trilogy we got. While Chip and Dale was the opposite, it was a tremendous surprise. I have no attachment to Chip and Dale. You don't need an attachment. It probably helps to a degree just from the get-go. But for me, I was just fresh in, and I love the concept here. I love the world they built. I love the cameos that are here. Ugly Sonic, one of the best characters of the year, and yeah, I really dug this. It was a pleasant surprise. When you see it's from the Lonely Island guys, I had hopes from the get go, and it met it. So Chip and Dale.
Yeah. Well, Wolfman.
Well, I mean, I'm not sick of the movie itself because I love it, but I am kind of sick of talking about Halloween Ends, so I'll keep this short because I've been talking about Halloween Ends for so long now. It's kind of insane, but. Chip and Dale, yeah, it's fun. I enjoyed it, but Halloween Ends to me, and I know I'm going to get hate for saying this, the best of that trilogy is what I was hoping.
What?
No, God, no.
It is
God,
because
There's an argument there.
Yeah, because there was no, I got peanut butter on my penis type of stuff, type of bullshit. There was
definitely better than the
that.
Halloween Ends Tonight over and over again. Way better than that shit.
It was like actually
It's Evil Dies Tonight.
Sorry, Evil Dies Tonight. Sorry.
Like it was actually like a serious movie that really had a lot of great themes in there and allegories. And again, this is a film where there was Silver Shamrock masks, and y'all are all like, "Oh, Michael Myers is the most important," yada yada. When it was like, when there was a film that never even had Michael Myers, and people were okay with it. I don't know what the whole hullabaloo is.
Because it's the end of a trilogy. They ended Halloween 2, Halloween Season of the Witch has nothing to do with the other one. They started a new anthology season. Your argument is fucking terrible. That's a terrible argument.
I think
they make Michael Myers weak.
I agree with you, Wolf. I'm with you.
Yeah, but but because of that, I think Corey was a very well developed character. I loved the things that they did.
Who doesn't appear in the other two movies? But that's fine. Okay.
Society and stuff, but and how society can make someone into a monster. So I really was fascinated by his story. So I'm gonna give it Halloween Ends.
Then don't have Michael Myers in it. That makes the movie about Corey. There you go. That would have been a better movie, but no.
You know what this would have been if we had actually ended Halloween and this was Halloween 4. This could have been a great 4. Is what this could have been.
Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. But Malcolm.
As someone who kind of finally got around to actually watching all the rest of the Halloween series this year, somewhat enjoyed Halloween Ends. Like, I don't think it was the worst of the series like some people do. I think it was fine. But it's one of those ones like it was supposed to end a trilogy, so I do think that Michael was underused for the purposes of ending a trilogy. If they'd kind of flipped the script like and had teased that Koi bit a little bit throughout the movie and had more Michael in this, I think it would have been a different movie. But yeah, Chippendale was actually a really pleasant surprise. Like, and Austin, I think, because I think you enjoy Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I think you might enjoy this just as well because it's that really similar kind of thing that they do here, and it's done like really well, and and plus the president from 24 plays Zipper, so that's a bonus.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go Chippendale.
All right.
Yeah.
Didn't even know that. Wow.
Well, it's not
Richie
previously
says
released.
it's okay to be wrong, but yeah, it's okay for every one of us to be wrong at some point.
Yeah, it's okay for everyone except for me and Gordon to be wrong, so that's fine.
No, it's okay for us to be wrong.
So it's gonna be Chippendale.
I am so nervous for the Exorcist movie now because of that.
Yeah. My excitement for that series is gone now. So yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Jordan's up first for Smile versus Beast.
I mean, I say that, but I haven't seen Beast, so but I mean,
catch it on the cack.
But the thing is, though, is that they put this damn trailer like over and over. This might be like one of the most seen trailers of the whole year for me.
The Black Phone.
The
Black Phone had 2 cycles of trailers because it got delayed. I saw that Black Phone trailer 9,000 times. 9,000 times. I swear to God, I was so sick of the Black Phone by the time it came out.
Yeah. It's like when they do that too, like it just makes the like hype go away. It makes you kind of like not that excited to see it.
I skipped in theaters and waited for streaming. I was so mad.
Yeah, like don't overmarket it things like just like show it like just a little bit, you know. But yeah.
To be fair, the Black Phone was supposed to come out like a few years ago.
That's the problem. That's what I'm saying, though, Malcolm. Is it was supposed to come out, so they ran the trailer into the ground, then delayed it, then waited 3 more months, then ran it into the ground again.
Yeah, again
for another cycle. Like that was.
Let's stay the Black Phone top when we get to the Black Phone.
but yeah. So I can't really say anything about Beast because I haven't seen it, but Smile though I thought was a lot of fun. Like I thought that is a really cool premise here. It's like it is one that like I did see the Smile trailer funny enough quite a bit too, but not as much as Beast or the Black Phone. But and yeah, like it's got some really creepy elements. I think that the jump scares actually work. They're not just some stupid jump scare where there's like something that popped out and then they turn around in like a dark hallway and there's nobody there or something stupid like that, you know. So I thought that worked. I thought that the ending, I mean, I'm kind of mixed on it. Like I love it to a degree. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm just saying like I loved it to a degree, but also like there's parts of it that I'm kind of like all right, maybe I didn't love it as much as I thought I did, but I wouldn't even mind if we got some kind of sequel like some point. So yeah, I'll vote for Smile, and also Kevin Bacon's daughter. She did a great job. So yeah, I'll vote Smile.
That's Kevin Bacon's daughter?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
And JP, here's a fun fact. I'm a Tremors fan. Kira Cedric was pregnant during Tremors. She's the Tremors baby.
Yeah.
It's a Tremors baby. It's not.
She's a Tremors baby. She was born during the filming of Tremors. She's a Tremors baby.
Yeah.
Chris,
Chris?
I haven't seen Beast because I had missed things from people, so I didn't bother to check out. Mine was a movie that I wasn't expecting much from, but it creeped the shit out of me watching it. It was scary, it was creepy. A great non-Sam Raimi almost dragged me to hell like movie a little bit, including a pretty disturbing scene with an animal with darkly humorous tone to it. But I loved it. I think it's great. I think the theme on mental health that they went deep a little bit with mental health issues and such. I thought they did a good job talking about it. didn't feel like that they didn't know what they were talking about in the script. But yeah, I had to go with Smile. One of the biggest horror surprises of last year. Really did enjoy Smile a lot.
Yeah. Well, JPO?
I saw both. Beast was fine. I waited until it was on the Peacock. It's certainly a very fine, afternoon pass. Just trying to survive, the day and the night, get away from this line that's trying to kill him. But yeah, kind of ultimately a little forgettable to a degree. Smile was another horror surprise of last year, and even though it's maybe slightly lower than some of the others, I still really kind of dug it, which shows you how good a horror had a year last year. Good tension building. The Tremors baby's good. I was with it all the way to the very end where it starts to ramp up, but still in a fun way. So Smile.
Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah, I didn't see Beast. The trailers looked really generic, so I just never got around to it. And I was gonna watch it on Peacock, but I think I was like, I'm in the mood to watch something else. Like the moment I clicked on it, I just wasn't in the mood to see it. So I'll maybe get around to it at some point. But Smile, I did see. I actually got to see it 3 days early before it released. And I thought that this film was. I went in thinking, seeing the trailer, saying, okay, this is either gonna be bad, or it's going to be so bad that it's amazing. Because the whole head twisting thing I thought looked ridiculous. All this stuff, I was like, this is going to be so just ridiculous. And I watched it, and it was actually creepy. It actually had some really creepy moments in there. I still don't know how I feel about the ending. I wasn't really a fan of the ending, me personally, but I loved everything else before the ending. So because of that, I will say Smile.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm?
Wasn't the ending basically shown on the trailers? So I vaguely remember it.
I'm not sure if it was.
No, not really.
I mean, kind of, but not to the extent that were in the movie for me anyway. Just like everyone else, I never got around to actually seeing Beast. But yeah, Smile was actually a pleasant surprise here. And honestly, I really hope it doesn't get a sequel, because I think if they do a sequel, there's a good chance they will. I think I kind of like it better as a standalone thing. While I get the plot is basically The Ring, to an extent, it was still really enjoyable. So I'm going to go Smile.
Better than me.
Yeah. Beast was okay. Decent little animal attack movie. It's not bad, but Smile was in my honorable mentions for the top 12 of the year. I really liked it, so Smile.
Do they ever explain why the Beast is so beastly, or is it just he's just a beast?
He's just a beast.
Yeah.
It's like Jaws: The Revenge.
Ooh, interesting.
All right, Chris. Yeah, Hustle, Jackass Forever. Chris.
So I think half of Jackass Forever seems to become a win. My dad had it on. It's funny. I had to go with Hustle. Hustle was one of the films that I would not expecting a lot. My parents wanted to watch it. Okay, fine, I understand the movie. And I was pleasantly surprised by it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was heartfelt. At the end, it give one of his better performance, similar to Uncut Jam, where he's not doing his shit. And his friendship with the guy he's scouting, I thought was really good. Some really hysterical shit in the movie. Especially training montage. I feel like Teacher was really good, so I had to go with Hustle.
Yeah. Well, JPO?
This is easy for me. I've kind of said this before with some people. As much as I enjoy almost every Jackass movie, I would be very hard pressed to vote for it over any real movie that has heart and an actual
movie.
production
How
value.
dare?
Yes,
how dare you?
I'd probably vote Texas Chainsaw over this thing. At least it just dudes doing pranks.
I don't like
Jackass, maybe I overdid.
Even I think.
But I'm just saying, especially for this round, there's no chance in hell I'm voting for it over Hustle, because Hustle is actually really great. But even if it was a mediocre movie, I'd probably go for that, because just Jackass is fine, just dudes pulling pranks. It could be a TV special. Hustle was great. Adam Sandler is another great performance here. I still have some Oscar hope because he did get the SAG nomination, so I think there's still a chance out there after being snubbed for Uncut and Punch Drunk Love and Reign Over Me. So yeah, as you mentioned, the actual basketball player that he scouts is a real life basketball player. He has a great performance in here, man. Another surprise because it's a Netflix movie, so you're never quite sure, but it's in the same vein of like a Meyerowitz stories. It was really good. So Hustle.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Although, like, I would be very excited because he would finally deserve his overdue Oscar nom, but like at the same time, it'd be like, really though, for like, don't get me wrong, a great performance, but like not his best dramatic work. When his best dramatic work was like Uncut Gems and Reign Over Me, and
yeah,
like
that has nothing to do with this though. If it's worthy enough of being one of the five, then like,
I know
I knock him because it's not as good or as interesting as Uncut.
But it's sort of like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. Like he finally won his Oscar, but it's like, okay, but for the wrong movie. You know, it's like it's like that kind of thing.
Can't go back in time though. I don't know.
I mean,
I don't get that logic.
I like Hustle better than Uncut Gems. I'll take that.
Yeah, plus The Revenant was a great performance. Anyway, sorry, I'll be quiet.
But regardless, though, yeah, I think it would be good either way. And that made me happy to see him nominated for the SAG. We all know how I feel about Jackass. I think this stuff is stupid as shit. I'm just not a fan of people punching themselves, kicking themselves in the balls over and over, and like I'm like, how is that funny? You're literally causing yourself not to have children anymore, and it's like, you know. And it's like
the chemistry they all have together. I think it just
painful. So to me, I hate it. So I'm gonna go with Hustle.
Yeah, Malcolm. I wonder where you're.
Gee, I wonder what I'm going to go for.
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting because especially if Adam Sandler gets in, because that was his first time ever being nominated for SAG as well. So it's like he was like, so there's that definite hope. So whether or not he's being nominated for Hustle or if it's a nomination for missing him out for Uncut Gems, I don't know. But there's that hope. I'm going to go Hustle because I've said how I feel about Jackass in general before. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, Austin.
So many disrespectful people on this panel. These men put their lives on the line for your entertainment, and you disrespect them over and over and over again. All they're trying to do is give you joy, as the trailer said, get you back in the theater, laughing with your family and friends. There's a reason this movie got 85% on Rotten Tomatoes. Even the critics like Jackass Forever. And fun fact, Jackass Forever has a higher Metacritic score than Hustle. Jackass Forever.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotta go down to Metacritic and see how it is best.
Go see it. I'm not lying. I'm
not just leaving you. I'm just saying who quotes Metacritic.
I'm just saying Metacritic and Rotten Tomatoes are hand in hand.
I mean, I prefer Johnny Knoxville and
although Metacritic's the same one that gave After Sun a 96, so I don't know if y'all should really.
I'm just trying to get shit. I don't know why I'm knocking Metacritic.
I mean, I like Johnny Knoxville better in the Hulu show reboot than I do in Jackass.
Sure, I also agree with that random statement. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, like, so I am a fan of the Jackass movies. I probably laughed harder watching Jackass in the theater than any other movie this entire year, and so I really want to vote for it. But I'm a basketball guy, like, and I'm an Adam Sandler guy. I mean, Hustle just plays to both of those. I mean, and like I just thought that not only a great performance from Adam Sandler, but the NBA player that guy Juancho Herman Gananzo or however you say it. I probably just totally butchered it, but yeah, and like he did great too, and then even Anthony Edwards is another NBA player, and kind of playing the like douchebaggy kind of rival guy too. Like he was great, and yeah, like Ben Foster's in there. I mean, Queen Latifah's not bad, so yeah, like all vote Hustle, I think. So
Hustle, not Hustle.
Yeah, Hustle.
Peasants roll Jackasses.
Let's
move
on.
No, actually, this is a tough one for me. I I love Babylon.
Well, then all of us will go quickly, including you.
Yeah,
Wolf.
yeah.
Go quickly.
Yeah.
GPO.
Yeah, real quick.
I think there's a version that I might vote for Babylon, but I haven't seen it. It's still a theater movie, so I just haven't gotten to it. So Top Gun does get the vote. It is a great fun film, and we'll talk more later, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Wolf.
Yeah, you know what? Stuff has been dropping for me on Top Gun. Maybe because like it's been getting so much awards praise. And like, don't get me wrong, it's a great film, but it's like, is it Best Picture at the Academy Awards worthy? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it's that good, but I still think it's like really good. And I'm not saying Babylon's that way either, but like, I don't know. Like, I had a blast with Babylon. I went in with lowered expectations after I heard the reviews, and I thought this film was another 3 hours that flew by. I thought it was really good. So yeah, Babylon for me.
Yeah, sure. Malcolm.
Yeah, as of today, Babylon's not out in New Zealand. It comes out tomorrow. And yeah, it's cut it off on here, but that's actually the 2020 post of a Top Gun Maverick to Vomit. It was supposed to come out, but
one of the same ones I have here. Like I have the 2021 over there.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. Austin.
A movie I haven't seen versus my number one of the year. I wonder what I'm voting for. Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen Babylon. But one of these days I want to get a little clip of like Chris Scott saying a 5 out of 5 plus, because that's what he gave Babylon. But I don't know. Like I haven't heard like the greatest things about it, but I mean I haven't seen it.
So it's on the same level as Escape Room 2. Got it.
Yeah, Escape Room 2 and Monster Hunter.
Hey,
I'm good about that one.
If you want to see an elephant shit on someone, then go see Babylon.
Yeah, right. Well,
Hmm.
well, most people have been taking a big shit on this movie, so I'm not going to vote for it. So I'll vote for Top Gun Maverick because it is great and better than the original. So
I do agree with
that.
that.
Yeah. So I am a big Mr. Cell fan. I like Whiplash a lot. I like La La Land. First Man was fine. Babylon started off okay, went up really good when they got to about to make a movie. Then Tommy Maguire and went downhill from there. Like, where only Brad Pitt, Gene Smart, and Margot Robbie and main guy gave me great performance in the movie. Like, but I had to go Top Gun. Probably my favorite theater experience of the year so far. Like last year, I've seen it twice in theater, and I love it both times it's on theater. Yeah, Top Gun. Ever.
And shout out to Steven Shepard watching in the chat. He says it's good, but it's wildly overpraised.
Nope,
yeah,
it's not.
I
It's
the
not good.
way, Steven.
And by the way, you want the best scene of Babylon? Don't watch on YouTube. The making of the film, and then when they finally do the talkie for the first time. Those are the best scenes of Babylon.
Yeah, those are, and also it has the best score. Like I'm still humming the score. The do 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 do.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Nice.
There's a good chance that score could be winning at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That-
it would
that-
deserve it.
Oh, and Gene Smart's monologue is also really good in the movie.
Oh yeah.
We got here.
Oh,
Ooh, fudge.
Got the
Dang.
Banshees of Inisherin versus
this
Wakanda
is
Forever.
This is the landslide for me.
Wolf.
This is easily my number 3 movie of the year.
The A24.
Banshees of Inisherin. This film was just blew me away. Phenomenal. I love Martin McDonagh. He's one of the best writers in Hollywood right now. And just this film, just the themes that I had to say on legacy, on friendship, on like how we want to be remembered when we die. Like there's just so many themes there that addresses that were really, really phenomenal. All the performances here are excellent. So, Wakanda Forever started out excellent and ended excellent. And then you get like the whole middle chunk feels like such generic Marvel like schlock. And so for me, that is why I'm leaning towards Banshees with this one.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Malcolm.
Yeah, I love Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I mean, it's easily a 5-star movie for me. And yeah, and I went to see Banshees of Inisherin for the last night, and I know there's criticisms that nothing much really happens in the movie, and to me, that's actually part of the charm of the thing. Is that they keep talking about like how you're dull and you're boring and all that throughout the movie, and I think that's part of what Martin McDonagh actually wanted to go with. I actually really do like Banshees, so I'm going to go Banshees on this.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I still haven't even watched Wakanda Forever. Just waiting for Disney Plus. I don't care about a Black Panther movie without Chadwick Boseman. Just don't care. This phase of Marvel has been nothing but shit for the most part. Maybe other than Spider-Man. I don't like almost any of those movies. Banshees of Inisherin was on my top 12 of the year. Loved it. Thought it was a really fun, like not fun, but like it was darkly comedic. I laughed a lot more than I thought I would, and it went to some crazy places, and one of the bigger surprises of the year, and I think it deserves some of the award praise it's getting. So yeah, Banshees for me pretty easily.
Well, I mean, Austin, if you care about some of the best female performances of the entire year, you'll probably dig Wakanda Forever. If you do, it depends.
I thought you were going to say you probably dig women talking. Another time.
No. I'm not gonna. I have not seen that.
That's fine. I already saw Tar.
And I don't care about women talking like in general, like not the movie, like in general. But
wow, all right, Andrew Tate.
All right. No, I'm just kidding with that. It's just
change your
like
name to Jordan the Incel Hero Anderson.
No, just a lot of bad relationships.
Hashtag Jordan Anderson canceled.
Like speaking of that, like I really do like women talking because I love Wakanda Forever, and like there's some amazing female performances that just like blew me away, especially Angela Bassett. I mean, she already won the Golden Globe. I think she's gonna
and the Critics' Choice now, so she's
and that. So like she's almost a shoo-in at the Oscars. I feel like, Letitia Wright, like I think Shuri like might be one of like my favorite MCU characters, like period. Like she's just great, and I love how they just make her like so smart and like she's like the supposed to be the smartest one in the MCU, and then also Lupita Nyong'o kills it, and it's just great performances all the way around. Denai Guerrera, I don't want to forget about her. Like she's great too, and I love how they introduced Namor too. Like I think that's really cool. Like there's some pretty dark stuff. Like I like how they do the whole Namor world better than any of the Aquaman stuff. I think that it's like really, really well done. There are some things that you could probably cut out. The middle part, like stuff with like Julie Louis-Dreyfus and other stuff, but they're setting up. I can't remember the like series, but they're doing it to set up one of the Marvel series. But
every Marvel movie now is just setting up the next series. It's so fucking annoying. It's so annoying. It's just the trailer for the next TV show. It's so annoying. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, like they didn't really have to have that in there. They could have just done a simple post-credit scene and called it good.
Don't even bother.
Literally, also, you take out those scenes, it doesn't affect the movie whatsoever.
Cool, take them out then. Make it less.
Yeah. But
take them out. Make it.
But I like seeing Martin Freeman in there because I like Martin Freeman just as an actor. But and like the Ironheart stuff, that's cool too. But yeah, and I thought the Banshees of Inisherin, that it was great. Like it's really, really good. I just like found myself like for as much as I loved it, like I kept seeing other movies after that just kind of like it was like slowly falling, and I'm like, no, like I really do like this movie, but it's just falling lower and lower on my overall list, and like it is great, but yeah, like it is kind of one of those things that like not a lot's happening, but also at the same time, like what they're able to do with not a lot happening, they're able to do like a lot with that. So it's a tough one, but I have Wakanda Forever in my top 5 of the year, and I don't have Banshees in my top 12 quite, so I gotta go Wakanda. Chris?
I like Black Panther a lot. I don't love it. I think the Martin Freeman and Julia Louis-Dreyfus dragged the movie down a good bit. I think Namor is really good. I think he easily one of the better MCU villains in a while. I think the actor does a really good job playing Namor. I think Angela Bassett, while I would not give her the Oscar, I would talk about more when we get to another movie who I think should win it over her. I think she gave a fantastic performance in the film. I think Cherry is great. I think that everybody in the cast does a great job. Banshee is easily one of my favorite movies this past year. I love Banshee. I see it's funny. I see it's dark. I think the script is excellent. I think any other year, Colin Farrell would be my pick for Best Actor. But we will get to that later. But yeah, I love this film. It should win Best Original. I think Best Original Screenplay. Like, I love this film today. Yeah, Banshee and Standard.
And Richie says, JPO, if you're gonna eat pizza on screen, don't give your name away. But JPO, what do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of sad because if you had told me, early last year that by the end of 2022, Black Panther, Thor, and Doctor Strange all wouldn't make my top 10, 15 list, I would have been surprised. But I like all of them to a degree. And this might be the highest of the three. It's not as high as it is for Banshees of Inisherin for me here. Just a great. We knew the two performances I was getting. I didn't know about the other two. There's 4 great performances in this that are all showing some love right now. It kind of subverts expectations. It was a great film that definitely had me more wrapped up in it than most of Wakanda Forever, which kind of like you said, it starts off great, and there's not really a part that I hate, but like it just didn't wrap me up as much as Banshees did. So Banshees.
Yeah, that's fair. Banshees. So Banshees.
Yeah,
I'm not mad about it.
Which is like Jordan's all like, oh, I think this film is great, even though not much happened. But then you're like, oh, but After Sun sucks and not much happened. It's like,
well, that one's just boring. Like they don't do anything with not much happening. I don't know, in my opinion. But,
yeah, my favorite horror movie last year.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Barbarian versus Beavis and
Oh,
Butthead
man.
to the universe.
This is an unfortunate matchup.
Yeah. All right.
For me.
Once again, I've said on a past thing, I really don't care about Beavis and Butthead at all. It's easily Barbarian. Barbarian is it's a good movie. Like and I think Justin Long's great in it, and so is Paul Skarsgård. So yeah.
Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, Wolf and I kind of talked about it. Like, I like Barbarian. I just wasn't as over the moon about it as a lot of people were. I think because a lot of casual horror movie fans saw this movie and it was like, oh my god, I can't believe where it goes. I'm like, you're scratching the surface of horror movie. You haven't seen that many horror movies then, because I've seen some bonkers, crazy horror movies that are way crazier than Barbarian.
That's part.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just saying, like, casual people, like, we're like, oh my god, I thought it was a little more wacky than scary for me personally, but not to say it wasn't good. But I really liked Beavis and Butthead. I'm a big Beavis and Butthead fan, and it was in my honorable mentions for the year. So oddly enough, one of my favorite probably animated movies of the year. So yeah, I'll give some love to Beavis and Butthead. That was great.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna wear my Beavis and Butthead shirt to champion it, but I got this Beavis and Wayne's World mashup shirt, and after 2 washes, like the whole the graphic completely disintegrated on it. So I'm gonna be asking for a refund on that one, because 2 washes, it should hold up longer than that. And I also had Beavis and Butthead in my honorable mentions of the year. Like, I thought that it was great. Like, I really love what they did going through different like alternate dimensions and different time period. You have like the really smart Beavis and Butthead that are pretty funny too, and it just kind of like seeing all their mannerisms, but just make them really smart and like giant heads too, which they already have kind of giant heads.
In no universe have we ever scored.
Yeah, right, yeah. No universe. Yeah,
that's a good point. Yes, that's a good point. Yes, very, very point. And yes.
Yeah. Stop. They did some like really fun stuff, which I haven't gone back to rewatch it yet, but I really need to though. But Barbarian made my top 12 of the year. I thought that it was great. Like, I really like how they started off kind of one way with the girl kind of going to what do you call it? The Airbnb. Sorry, I was like spacing on that name. Yeah, but so she goes there and then she meets Bill Skarsgård. They're double booked, and then like chaos happens and it's fun for that part, but then like it kind of takes a little bit of like a tonal shift a little bit kind of, and with the Justin Long stuff, and I actually appreciate that too. And like Justin Long, he's a total douchebag, but he's Justin Long, so you still kind of like him though, because like he's a fun actor to watch. So like you're almost kind of rooting for him, even though like maybe you shouldn't, but you do it. But then like when you find out some things, like it actually becomes pretty satisfying. I won't spoil it, but yeah, so I'll vote for Barbarian. Yeah, it was a big surprise for me. So yeah, Chris.
Barbarian was the film I went in not knowing anything. Just a lot of people told me just go in blind. So watch the trailer, like fine.
Yep.
And like biggest surprise for me last year. I was like, it was scary, it was a little funny, it was disturbing. It had so many tonal shifts for like a little creepy romantic comedy beginning, the straight off horror movie, and then you got the Me Too movement coming in like in the middle half, and like it was like brilliant. I think it's fun, it's twisted, it's the type of horror movie I would like to see more often that you don't know what to expect. Not to pick a horror fan, there's, but I just for anybody who haven't seen it, there's so many good twists and turns. My girlfriend not here. I hate Beavis and Butthead. I will say that. My girlfriend likes Beavis and Butthead. I cannot stand their voice. What people complain about that plus voice getting annoying. What Beavis and Butthead to me is
fire. Come on.
And I like that part better than Beavis and Butthead. And I prefer those type of voice. Barbarian.
Yeah. Well, if you.
Well, Jordan, I too would have worn my Beavis and Butthead T-shirt, but my ex Kayla never gave it back. Give me my T-shirt back, Kayla. I know you're watching. I swear that's what happens. Catherine has my Motion City soundtrack T-shirt. Kayla has my Beavis T-shirt. Someone took my Undertaker shirt. Stop it, exes. As for the movies here, Beavis and Butthead was fun. I was glad that this 2022 ended up being their comeback. They had their TV show as well. I do kind of prefer them more in that vein because I think they are funnier in these kind of 15-20 minute increments versus an hour and a half. It does kind of become a little repetitive, but still fun. Barbarian will definitely get my vote though as well. It was a nice surprise there. I do agree. Try to go in it as blind as possible if you can. You know what I mean? You think the movie's gonna go one way, it doesn't. Then all of a sudden Justin Long's in it. You're like, okay, what's going on now? And even his character kind of subverts expectations, which is always good in a horror movie. So Barbarian's gonna get my vote.
Well, this goes to the Beavis and Butthead haters out there from Richie. Beavis and Butthead rules. You hush your mouth. But Wolf, did you vote? Yeah.
No, not yet. And this Beavis and Butthead hater won't shut his mouth because, I am a Beavis and Butthead hater, and I'm going to keep on shouting that to the heavens if I need
Throw it up again.
It's just, it's just not funny to me. But Barbarian, it was one of the very few movies that I didn't watch a trailer. I only saw one still image. That was it. That was all I've seen of the movie. Because I went in completely blind. Everyone's telling me go in completely blind. You don't see anything about the movie. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. And boy, am I glad I did. This might be my favorite theater experience of the year. I went twice, and the theater was flipping out.
I saw it by myself in a theater. I had a private screening.
Oh wow!
Why you did have that much?
But during the Justin Long measuring scene though, in the theater, I saw people like, "What, dude? What the heck?" They're all shouting, just getting into it, and they were like, "Oh my god!" They were just, you could feel the anxiety in the room building up. It was insane.
That always makes it more fun, yeah.
But I absolutely loved it, and that's why it's not the best horror movie that year, but it's the one that I probably enjoyed the most as far as horror movies. It's maybe my favorite horror movie of that year. So I'm gonna give it to Barbarian.
Yeah, sounds good. Will be Barbarian. Right.
So next we got Prey versus Clerks 3.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm up first. Yeah, Jordan and I actually saw Clerks 3 together on our vacation. Yeah, we got to see. I think it was the last showing. I think it was the last showing they were having in theaters too. It was the last it was going to be out. We were in Orlando. We had a good time. It was pretty good. I wouldn't say it was amazing, but it was pretty good. It was all right. But probably my least favorite Clerks movie, if I'm being honest. Prey made my top 12. Loved it. Another movie that Jordan we should have been able to see in theaters.
I know.
I would love to have seen in theaters because it looks gorgeous, shot really well, a lot of fun. give me all the Predator and historical time periods you can give me. So yeah, for Prey.
Yeah, yeah. Like Clerks 3. When we went to go see it, like I almost didn't want to say anything. Like I was like, that was good, but I didn't love it.
No, it was pretty good. We both had the same. Like it was funny enough, but like it was fine. Fine.
Yeah. Like they had some good emotional beats, and I could tell there was a very personal thing for Kevin Smith. You know, like it kind of played that way. So it was still fun. Yeah, but yeah, Prey, man, this movie was freaking great. This movie made my top 12 of the year. Like we should have been able to see it in the theaters, and like it's might be my second favorite Predator movie like ever made. Like it's like really good. I mean, the original, like you can't beat that. I think that's tough, but to beat
Predator
it.
2 is pretty good.
Yeah. That one's up there too. Like it is good. But yeah, like and I love how it was basically like an all Native American cast. It's one of the best uses of a dog in a movie this year. You know, you have the movie Dog on here, and yeah, like on the same way. And I think a lot of people would be just like put the Predator in any point in history, face off against anything, pirates, samurais, like medieval times, like Vikings, anything, like just bring it on, and like I think you can make a lot of money and put it in theaters next time. Like listen to what everyone's saying and put it in theaters. So
give me Samurai versus Predator.
That's what I'm saying. Let's get Hiroyuki Sanada versus the Predator. I'm down.
Yeah, let's go. That'd be so good.
Let's get him and Donnie Yen as a tag team against the Predator. Who wouldn't watch that fucking movie? Who wouldn't watch that movie? What the hell?
Seriously.
Come on.
But Chris?
I was doing watch Clerks 3 this week, and then Taylor told me you had to watch the first two before seeing 3, so I had to watch all 3 together. And
you probably should watch it.
Yeah, you should.
Watch all.
If you just watch that one by itself.
Yeah, but I love Prey. We gotta get to like some movies that are on my list already of favorite movie of the year, like choice so far. Like, I love Prey. I think it's a film that I watched in its actual language. I did watch it in Native American, and it was an amazing experience watching it on Hulu in my living room with that language on. I think the action was great. I think one of my favorite main characters in any movie of this past year. I thought she was great. I thought Dog was great. I thought the Predator was great. The action sequence alone against the invading people versus Predator, I think one of the best, like, most badass moments. Like, yeah, Prey. Give me Predator versus Samurai. Give me Predator versus Medieval.
Yeah,
like any of that.
And for the medieval, my pitch is Dan Stevens as like one of the knights, or like what's that famous knight? Lancelot versus the Predator.
Even give me King Arthur and Merlin versus Predator.
Yeah, King Arthur and Merlin doing crazy shit against the Predator. Like I'm down for that fucking movie. Let's go.
Or in the chat, Ross Bristow, he brought up the Northman versus the Predator. Let's make the Northman a little better.
Vikings versus the Predator.
Yeah. But JPO.
I mean, I feel like we're all just dancing around the obvious one that's in front of our eyes. The Predator goes to Quick Stop. I mean, come on, it's like literally right there.
Jay and Silent Bob versus
they try to get the Predator high, and the Predator's like, all right, you're right. Why am I so angry? Why do I want to kill? I don't get it. And the credits. This is a tough one. I looked at my letterboxes now. They're literally separated by 2 spots. They are right kind of neck and neck on my list. Definitely shout out to Prey here. It shows that, you don't need a huge ensemble cast of familiar faces. It took it smaller, took it to a different age. It did the right thing. I can see maybe that's kind of being the only reason they kind of chicken out and went, streaming, because there is no star to say sort of, but it is definitely up there as one of, if not the second best Prey movie, Predator, as you said. I will show some love, though. Give my vote to Clerks 3 here. I laughed a decent amount. I enjoyed seeing these characters again. And it was another one that did not go the way I thought it was going to go. Definitely see the first 2 if you haven't seen them before you see the third one, especially the second one. It really goes off that one. But so I'm going to give some love to Clerks 3, but Prey is really good.
Yeah. Well, Wolf, what do you think?
Yeah, so I never actually got around seeing Clerks 3. I need to, though. But Prey I did see, and no one mentioned also, I think a Western Predator would be cool too.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Like have it during those times. Yeah, I think that would be really cool. There's so many cool directions you could take the Predator. I think now after this, but I loved it. I wish I could have seen this in theater, just like Hellraiser. Both of those we should have saw in theater. We should have never seen them on Hulu, or at least not never. We should have seen them on Hulu after they were in theaters. Like that's what they should have done.
Yeah,
like it was ridiculous that they didn't do that. And I want it on physical media. Damn it! Come on, let me have it.
Look how much money all these horror movies made this year. I mean, come on.
Wolf, you don't have Hellraiser on physical media?
Oh,
do you have Prey on physical media?
No, but I know a guy on Etsy that can get me one.
Oh, is that how you got that?
Yeah, there's a guy actually, the Etsy place I bought that from. He lives in Bat Cave, North Carolina, which is just across town from me. So it said I was going to get it in a week, and I got it in 2 days because he lives right across town. So I could actually go to his house and get it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully, Disney did see the video. How do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, for me, Prey.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, mine's gonna be a spite vote because everyone's been talking about how they could see Clerks 3 in a theatre. It never released in New Zealand. Kevin Smith, stop with that stupid roadshow thing and we'll actually release it everywhere in the world at the same time.
Yeah, Kevin, stop enjoying yourself and making lots of money, you silly fool.
As of now, it hasn't released and it hasn't even released on physical media or any.
Yeah, he's not done with his tour yet.
Yeah.
So
he's still doing it.
I mean, I wasn't that fast with Prey, but I'm going to give Prey my vote because I could actually see it.
Yeah.
Since Clerks 3 is available for rental now on Vudu and Amazon and Google Play and shit like that now.
Every country.
Yeah, I know. YouTube, you can't rent it on YouTube for $5.99? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe, but
all right, Prey.
That over and then let's see what else we got.
Yeah, Lightyear.
It's
just the menu. Oh, this is easy. Easy.
Yep, move on and done.
Oh, fuck off. Boring. Lightyear is boring. Get out of here.
Oh man. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, everybody vote for the menu.
Let's literally just save us time and just
the menu.
We could, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sad. I actually do like Lightyear, but even I'm not gonna vote Lightyear with them. Yeah.
Soft is the only good thing about Lightyear.
Yeah.
Leave it
Menu's
there.
awesome.
I mean, Lightyear was a good movie, but Menu is
better movie.
Here's
a matchup right here. Ooh.
I hate you.
Ready to talk about these two.
All right, so we got, just for anybody listening, got Glass Onion versus The Fallout. So Jordan, you're up first.
All right.
There you go.
Cool. Well, yeah. So I just watched The Fallout right before this, and man, did that movie hit hard. Like I started watching it, I'm like, oh, it's just gonna be another pretentious kind of BS movie. But no, like it might take 5-10 minutes maybe to get into it, but I mean, not long. And then this movie just hits on like every level. And it sounds like maybe some of you haven't seen it, so there's no spoilers here. But if you haven't, though, it's a movie about school shootings and just kind of how these characters deal with one. And yeah, Jenna Ortega's character is just great, and I love that they actually have like a more realistic family dynamic. I feel like the kids are not like one of those people that like go off and do all these crazy things because they experience a tragedy, and then they're like doing crazy things and like drugs and like whatever they're gonna do to deal with their situation, and then like trying to hide it from the parents. Like no, they're actually open and honest. They just tell them straight up, and they deal with it, and they have the conversation, and it actually works for like a great family dynamic where they actually have a good relationship with the parents. Like it's just different, like the way that the whole family dynamic plays out. And I really appreciate that. And yeah, there's some just like really powerful moments, and then at the end, like it just hits you with another gut punch, and with something I didn't expect. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like man, like there's part of this where I was just like just crying. I couldn't help it. I was just like, yeah, like the ending, and like even some stuff before that, and that's really good humor too. There's a scene where Jenna Ortega, she does some ecstasy, but I don't know if it was actually ecstasy. She maybe gets like a wrong pill or something.
Yeah.
And, like like in the middle of school and like just like freaking out, and she can't even walk down the stairs. She's like sliding down the stairs all weird, and like her mouth turns blue, and like it's pretty funny stuff. So yeah, she's like having this kind of like crazy tripping just to like text someone for help to come help her out. But and then the Glass Onion too. The Glass Onion's great too. I like it better than Knives Out. I just liked it because I thought it was a little less predictable for me. That was just me personally, but and I think that they were getting some great performances. I mean, Dave Bautista as always, Janelle Monáe, Edward Norton, like just really a great performance, and then especially Daniel Radcliffe. Like I really hope we get another one with Daniel Radcliffe's character because like
that Daniel
is
Radcliffe,
great character.
Daniel Craig. I'm Jordan.
What?
Jordan, you said Daniel Radcliffe is Daniel Craig.
Oh, sorry. I thought I said Daniel Craig. I'm like, I could have sworn I said Daniel Craig. Sorry. Yeah. But anyways, Daniel Craig. Yeah. But
that would have been a totally different.
Yeah. That would have been a totally different movie. Yeah.
Be like Seth Rogen, 22 Jump
But I still would have dug it though, because I'm a Daniel Craig fan. I mean, sorry, Daniel Radcliffe, and I'm mixing them both up. But anyways, but yeah, just because it might be a little more recency bias, and maybe I know where it's gonna go, I'm gonna give some love to the Fallout though. The Fallout is great. So yeah, Chris.
I hate this parent. I love both of these movies. Fallout I've been talking about since January when it came on HBO Max. I love this movie. I think it is a film that hit hard. Undertaker should have got more Emmy love for this. I think he was one of my late top 10 favorite performance last year. Shirley really great. The girl from Modern Family who played the mom in Modern Family, Undertaker mom, and this is really great.
Yeah, I had her name, but then it just like escapes me. I can't remember her, but yeah, she's good.
I always call her Claire from Modern Family. That way.
Yeah.
Julie Bowen?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Julie Bowen.
Oh yeah, Julie Bowen. I thought you said something else.
Sorry, I had ice in my mouth. Yeah, Julie Bowen.
Oh, they said like Lily's like something. I'm like, huh?
The one who does model in real life also great as her friend, a little bit love interest. I like their friendship relationship and moving along. Glass Onion is incredible. I would say much like Angela Bassett, with Janelle Monáe, we're getting more love for the Oscar because I think, especially if we watch her performance, it gets better and better we watch because they pick up the pieces once you know the twist of the film. I might pull a Jordan here. I want to show some love to Fallout. None of you guys seen Fallout, please check out HBO Max. One of these, well, just kind of like to one more like gut wrenching movie I've seen last year.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
yeah. Incredible performance. I wish it was shown to see the Undertaker would be in the conversation.
Prepare yourself to probably cry.
Yeah,
I'd say most people would probably.
Actually, Shirley Woodley also gave a really good small performance in the film. I wish he does more stuff nowadays. Yes, Fallout. Keep the thing going here.
Well, JPO, what do you think?
Yeah, I never saw Fallout because I just didn't want to be destroyed. So I did see Glass Onion. It's one of my favorites of the year. I think it's even better than the first one as far as just kind of laughs and everything. I really dug it here. I'm hoping because it's not a role that you can kind of age out of like a James Bond. This is something we can get of every few years. Follow up with this detective, the modern age kind of whodunit. So Glass Onion.
Yeah. Wolfman, what do you think?
I think both of these movies are phenomenal. I think Glass Onion, it is better than the first. Everyone in the ensemble was great. I saw it. It was like a midnight showing. They haven't had that in a while. It was. I went to a midnight showing in theaters whenever they did the whole theater screening of it, and that was pretty cool.
It's out in theaters too. Yeah, it's good.
And I also I love the Fallout. I will say that I rewatched Glass Onion, and there was one plot point I thought you literally could have taken out of the film, and it would have no effect on it. Like the film didn't even need to have any references to COVID. Like I'm okay with COVID in a film if it actually adds to the plot, but like you could have taken out the COVID parts, and it would have been the exact same movie.
But then you cut out the fun Ethan Hawke cameo in the film.
I mean, that's it. That is a.
Just have him on the island somewhere.
But I didn't even recognize that was Ethan Hawke until I saw someone telling me. I was like, "Whoa, that's Ethan Hawke." But yeah, the Fallout though is excellent. Jenna Ortega, my girl, she's great. I love Maddie Ziegler, who has finally made up for that atrocity of a film called Music that came out where she starred in it. But she's now made up for that. The Fallout, that the actual school shooting scene. Oh my god, that scene is one of the most gut wrenching, hard to watch scenes ever.
Yeah.
The ending just tore me apart. And this film, it blew me away. I was floored by it, and honestly, I do want to show some love to the Fallout, so I'm going to lean that way.
Yes, let's keep the train going.
Yeah,
keep it going.
And we have Richie in the chat. He's going to vote for Harry Potter and the Glass Onion. So totally different movie, but Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed by the Fallout. They never went to New Vegas. They didn't introduce Nuka-Cola.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you're telling me it's not based on the video game?
It doesn't take place in 76. It's really weird.
Yeah. They totally missed the boat on that one. Yeah.
We ruined source material.
Yeah.
But seriously, I mean, I would love to see a TV series based on the Fallout game series, to be honest.
Yeah.
Are we getting one?
I think it's rumored that there's going to be one. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, back to this matchup. The Fallout is actually a really good movie. It was been sitting my top 12 of the year for the longest time until the back half of the year started throwing banger after banger after banger for me. But yeah. Unfortunately, I really love the Glass Onion. I think it's really good, and I think if we do get a third one, I'd love to see Daniel Radcliffe in a Knives Out.
Sure,
movie.
yeah. I wouldn't mind it.
I think really of those movies, so I'm going to go Glass Onion.
I'll tell you what, Ryan Johnson is actually watching this stream right now as we speak, and he heard what Jordan Anderson said, and he's going to put Daniel Radcliffe in the next Knives Out.
Why not put Daniel Radcliffe and where he's fine? Reunited.
His cast have been great, man. I love the cast he's gotten.
Yeah. Well, Austin, what do you?
Yeah, I haven't seen the Fallout. Sorry, just I don't want to be depressed. And Glass Onion I liked more than Knives Out. I wasn't as hot on Knives Out, but I liked Glass Onion a little bit more. I made my honorable mention, so I go Glass Onion. Ties it up.
Yeah.
Tie to me, Glass Onion. Sorry, Fallout.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll just say that if you do see the Fallout, you won't be depressed the whole time. There's some fun stuff in it too. So.
Black Phone versus the Outfit.
Yes.
Black Phone versus the Outfit.
Outfit.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Chris.
The Outfit is one of the films that not a lot of people have seen. I love. I saw it on a whim with my family because we were like, we need to see something too. Mark Rylance gave probably one of my favorite performances in this. I forget everybody else in the movie. But everybody else in the movie, the one that played the one that ended up getting murdered later on. I forget the actor name, but he is also one of the.
Just give a spoiler about the character getting murdered. Thanks.
Yeah. But I forget the actor name, but he had one of the actors who I liked, but the film showed to me that he was incredible. They're seeing it him and Mark Rylance are sitting alone in a room together. They don't know who to trust. So they joking around, maybe it's you. And it's kind of the guy jumping out starting laughing. And it's one of the more intense scenes in the movie. I think the black phone is what, Malcolm?
Speaking of Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah, Dylan O'Brien. Dylan O'Brien really freaking good in this movie. Not in a lot, but that scene alone with him and Rylance, it's really good.
Dylan O'Brien's good in everything.
Yeah. But the Black Phone is really good. I think it's a little bit overhyped for me. I think it was creepy more than scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Ethan Hawke is great. He had a great year this past year. But I don't even Paul Jordan here. I don't show some love to The Outfit. I think more people should go watch The Outfit.
Yeah.
Really good movie.
Well, now since you spoiled it, so my vote goes to The Black Phone. It's one of my favorite horror movies here.
Sure, yeah. Wolf.
So yeah, I thought that the Black Phone, again, it was overhyped for me. Like the movie was fine, but it's not like the 100% on Rotten Tomatoes at the time. And I saw it's dropped now, but like it was like ridiculous reviews.
Well, again, that doesn't make sense. Like as long as it's a positive review, it would be 100%.
I mean, yeah, but like just the way that critics were hyping it up. Like I heard like Perry Nemiroff and other critics, like the way they all were hyping it up, it made it sound like it was like a revolutionary thing, and it just felt like every Stephen King movie I've ever seen, just ever. It's like the same. It had that same feel, and in my opinion, I don't believe it deserved to be on the top 12 Blumhouse movies, and when we did our rank them, but that was just my opinion.
So salty about a completely different episode, a completely different show.
I know.
Right when Malcolm is on with us, right here.
Yeah,
but I do really want to see the outfit though. I've never seen it. I really want to see it. It's streaming, I think, on Amazon Prime, so I will get around to it. And because I really do want to see it a lot, sure, I'll give it to the outfit.
Yeah. Well, Malcolm, what do you think?
I haven't got around and seen the outfit. I just really love the Black Phone. Like, it's one of those ones that, because unlike Piers, who saw the trailer about 90 million times, I actually barely saw the trailer for this. Like the trailers over in New Zealand is really different. Like we don't get a lot of trailers shown on TV and that, which is a little bit weird. But yeah, I mean, I really loved it. I didn't actually know what I was going to expect, and partly because I want Even Hawks versus Even Hawks, I'm going to go Black Phone.
Yeah. Austin, what do you think?
Yeah, this is a pretty close one because I'm kind of with Wolf. The Black Phone was solid, but not the greatest horror movie of all time. Like, some of the people online made it out to be. I've seen a dozen movies exactly like The Black Phone over the years. And the outfit I thought was fine. You could tell it was a COVID movie, like one location with like 4 actors throughout the whole movie. And I don't get the Mark Rylance thing. I don't know. I'm not on that train yet. Like I thought his best thing so far is Bones and All. Even that was kind of weird. Just because I didn't see the outfit trailer 9 million times, I'll go with the outfit.
Sure. Well, I kind of wish that we get back to it's like a time where the trailers would premiere in front of movies, but they wouldn't even tell you which one. I wish it would just be a total surprise. You just have to go to a movie, and then it'll be just a total gamble to see what trailers would premiere. And then if you want to release them online later down the road, that's fine. But
I think the last time that happened was like Happy Death Day to You. I think when it premiered in front of like Halloween 2018 or something like that, if I remember correctly.
We did it for one of the Oppenheimer ones. I think, and like the new Barbie trailer, they did that in front of
Scream
Avatar.
as well, like they put Scream.
Yeah, so they've done it like a little bit, but you do that more. But anyways, for this matchup, I haven't seen the outfit. Like it just seems kind of like more like a COVID movie, kind of like Austin said. But I don't mind movies that are like that take place in one location, as long as they're done really well. And I'm kind of lukewarm on Mark Rylance, so like I'll probably see it eventually, but yeah, Black Phone I actually had a fun time with. I'm not gonna say that's the greatest horror movie either, because even as a casual horror fan, I've seen movies that are like this, but still, I thought that it was great. I thought Ethan Hawke was really good in it. The main kid was good, and also I want to shout out to the guy that played the kid's dad too. He's from Lost. His name's
Jeffrey Davies.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
Davies. Yeah, he played Daniel Faraday in it, and it's a totally different tone because like in in Lost, he's like kind of a likable, kind of friendly, kind of nerdy guy, But then in this, like he's just playing like the abusive dad that just like you're not really like supposed to be on his side, but then like when he loses his son and you see him kind of break down a little bit, like you do kind of feel for him though. So I thought that was a pretty underrated performance. So I'll give it to the Black Phone. I just haven't seen the outfit, so Black Phone.
Also, John Campia massively overhyped it for me because he called it like the best horror film I've seen in years or something like that.
Oh,
yeah.
It was like,
relax on that shit, bro.
Y'all go in with expectations. You let things ruin it for you. Don't look at the trailer. Stop reading reviews.
I can't look at the trailer. It was in front of every
Pull your phone out. Pull your phone out.
Yeah.
I can't avoid it when it's in front of every trailer for a whole year because I got delayed.
Check your Facebook wall like I do.
Jesus Christ.
People don't want phones out in the theater.
Jordan has the tie. I'm assuming he's voting for Black Phone, so put that through.
Yeah, Black Phone.
All right.
Yeah, and I think the problem with Jordan's idea of just releasing the trailers in theaters, like you're going to get people that's going to leak them before Tuesday.
Did anyone watch? Did anyone watch
You probably will.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, I did.
Malcolm did. Yeah, Chris did. JPO's up first. It's Matilda, the musical, versus the Fablemans.
I didn't. Yeah, but I didn't. So let's go with the Fablemans. It was good.
Yeah. Well, Wolf?
I did not see Matilda the musical, but I have seen the Fablemans, and I have lowered down a lot on the Fablemans. That movie is like, I get you're making a film about yourself, but give yourself flaws. Don't make yourself a good
I agree. Holy shit.
Like don't make yourself the flawless hero. Like it's ridiculous to me. So there's definitely a lot of flaws I have with the Fablemans, but that being said, I'm really not interested in seeing Matilda the musical. And I'm a musical guy. I actually like musicals on this panel, but I'm just not that interested in seeing it, so I'll still probably give it the Fablemans, unfortunately.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually like Wolf. I wasn't actually interested in seeing the Matilda the musical. I just thought, I'll watch it. I'll probably enjoy it enough. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. Like, the songs are really catchy. All that. I just think it really is a really good musical, like, and all that. But that being said, Fablemans was my number one movie of the year. I just really loved it, like, and yeah, so Fablemans.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah,
My
number
God,
one.
damn.
God, yeah, I don't
My
understand
number
that.
2, but
Yeah,
To be fair, I'm just laughing at like Austin and Wolf's reaction. I'm not, like,
God.
I don't know. I don't mind that you.
Well,
that
I mean,
you're
in
number
this
one.
case, I'm still going to vote for the Fablemans because I haven't seen Matilda the musical, and there are scenes in the Fablemans that are great. All the scenes where he's like making the movies and stuff are really awesome. Like they're great scenes. It's good stuff. But my God, Michelle Williams kills this fucking movie for me. Like I think her performance is downright terrible in this movie. It's completely it's complete melodrama. It's over the top. She's bawling her eyes out the whole movie in a ridiculous manner. She's like she's like the whole plot of the movie. It's really weird. And also there's some tonal shifts at the end with that Christian chick that shows up out of nowhere at the end of that movie that I wasn't into. Just weird choices, but I haven't seen Matilda. Probably won't because it is a musical. So I'll still go with the Fablemans. You get a pass. So
that scene you're referring to, Austin, I've actually, out of all the movies I went to, the Fablemans actually had the most walkouts of any film I went. Like literally, like there were people walking out of the theater just because they were not down for that scene. Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
what
that point,
scene? What?
that different mic did it. Everybody was laughing.
Well, at that point, you've already watched 3/4 of the movie. Just stick it out. But
this isn't Terrifier 2. They walked out over what now?
yeah, but yeah, I haven't seen Matilda, but I do actually want to see it because I'm a big fan of the one from the 90s. I don't know how closely that it follows it, but I imagine like at least somewhat. But the Fablemans, yeah, I saw it in theaters and like the movie kind of went like this for me. Like it started really low and then it got better and better for me. But yeah, Michelle Williams, like like she took me out of the movie completely. She just overacting, and not just crying, but just being like, "Well, golly gee, oh my gosh, blah blah blah, da, 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 da. Like just the way that she's overacting." But like people say that that's kind of how Steven Spielberg's mom kind of was, though. But it's like, also I think Steven Spielberg, like he's already like the GOAT. Like at this point in his career, he can just make stuff for himself for the rest of his life if he wants to. And I think this is one for himself. It's not as much for the fans, and so like,
it's his Clerks 3.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was thinking about. Yeah, and yeah, like it's fine. I mean, yeah, the movie making stuff's good. I actually do like Paul Dano because like he's still kind of doing the kind of a similar thing to
he was the best.
Michelle Williams,
That's
but at the same time, like the way he's doing it actually works though. So yeah, but so I didn't love it. Like it didn't even make my honorable mentions for the year, but I haven't seen Matilda, and it was fine. So I'll vote for The Fableman. You get a pass. Yeah.
Right. So, Fableman is one of my favorite movies. I love Matilda. I've been on call before. Just like Last Onion was the two Netflix movie I actually ran my way to see in theater to my girlfriend to see Matilda in theater. We both really like it. She never seen musical, but she liked it a lot. I love the music to it. When we talk about best scene of this past year, with both children, second last on one of the most entertaining, fist pumping moment of the year. Like the discography, the singing, the kid acting around is fantastic. A lot of people don't beyond how good Emma Thompson is. Emma Thompson and Miss Trunchbull is perfect casting. Like she's terrifying. She's funny at times. Like she gets a couple of chilling, funny one-liners. Alison Ware is phenomenal. Matilda. The one I don't bring up that really surprised me, I've mentioned it earlier with the Woman King, Lashana Lynch, who gets the role of Miss Honey, and you're like, okay, she give her a daintless role. Take the role and give probably one of the most powerful moments of the year, where her just thinking about her shady house she's living in, that in her house, and then you get the reveal of how she connected to everything. Well, the Anne Hathaway had Dream a Dream, but much better Anne Hathaway had Dream a Dream moment in a movie, a musical, and an emotionally gripping moment of the movie. Dancing scene, Stephen Graham is really good, and Matilda Dan, the mom is really good. Everybody in the cast is pitch perfect. Please check it out. The music, this is the best Tim mentioned music in it from him. And you be fist pumping your fist at Rich Volty to hand down one more. Best choreography for a kid musical, best singing in a kid musical. Please do check out Netflix.
Yeah, and like Richie makes a good point. Like as soon as they read the script, it was going to be nominated as a Hollywood movie about Hollywood. Hollywood loves that shit.
Yeah. And it's kind of sad that we're living in a world where Michelle Williams is more likely to get an Oscar nom than Mia Goth and Pearl.
Yes, 100%. If she gets it over Mia Goth, that will be my screaming Toni Collette moment from Hereditary over the year.
To me, we're living in a world where Angela Bassett, who's great in Black Panther, getting more Oscar nominations than Janelle Monáe or either Lashana Lynch for Matilda or Woman King. That's that.
Yeah, I think Angela Bassett deserves it, though, in my opinion.
No, I'm saying Michelle Williams. I would nominate Mia Goth over Michelle Williams.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one's actually
X versus Cha-Cha Real Smooth. Okay.
All right, Cha-Cha Real Smooth and X. Wolf.
Ooh, okay. So I have lowered a little bit on X, so I'll probably lean the other way. But I don't know if anyone. I know it's going to go to X because I know that since Cha-Cha Real Smooth is an Apple film, I guarantee that a majority of the people on this panel haven't even seen it. So what Cha-Cha Real Smooth is it's about this Jewish guy who befriends this girl at a party, and he has to he agrees to take care of her daughter for her, and it's just this really the script just feels really real and down to earth, and you really feel this real connection between the characters. It's very, very well done, and I think that I know your tastes enough now, and I think you all would really like Cha-Cha Real Smooth. So it is in like my 5 favorite screenplays of the year. Like I think the script was fantastic. It's so I absolutely recommend Cha Cha Real Smooth. If you, whenever y'all get a chance to, if y'all ever get a chance to see it, and so yeah, I want to show it some love. I'll be voting that one through.
Yeah, sounds good. Malcolm, what do you think?
I think they barely performed Cha Cha Real Smooth in Cha Cha Real Smooth.
They do
but,
actually. They do.
Well, that's why I said barely. They only do it once. They should have done it more times. But yeah, I did enjoy Cha Cha Real Smooth, and I think it's great. Like, X was a big surprise for me, and it's just one of those ones I mentioned. I finally got around seeing it like a few months ago, and it was just surprising. I honestly don't get the hype of Mia Goth. I thought she was fine in the movie. But
well, it was because she played 2 roles. So.
We don't talk about her other performance later.
Yeah.
She played the grandmother as well, or the old lady as well.
But I'm going, even though X is higher, I'm actually going to give my vote to Cha Cha Real Smooth.
So she actually played the old lady? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
It didn't make the list for best makeup. Is appalling.
Yeah.
It should be winning that category.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Austin?
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah, because I didn't know that was her. That she was in disguise.
I haven't seen Cha Cha Real Smooth. I don't have Apple, but X was all right. I like the Pearl a little bit more, but I'm gonna go back and watch X again when Maxine's coming out. Like watch them in chronological order, like Pearl, X, Maxine. I think it'll help me appreciate it a little bit more than that since I like Pearl so much. But I'm gonna go X.
Yeah, and for me, like I haven't seen Cha Cha Real Smooth, but as far as X goes, I'm in the camp where I actually like X better than Pearl, just because for me it's a little more scarier. Like because most of the scenes are set at nighttime, and like it's just a little more creepier vibe to me. I mean, like daytime stuff can be scary too, and I did really like Pearl. I still think Pearl's great. Like it's like barely like a step down for me. Like they're actually pretty close for me. But yeah, X, like I just thought that like it just worked really well. Like the stuff with the old people is really creepy, and like I don't know, like the sexual stuff in horror movies kind of works because like that's the thing that's like traditionally in a lot of horror movies. So I'll vote X here pretty easy. So Chris.
I think X is good. When we get to Pearl, we talk more about Pearl later. I prefer Pearl a lot more than F. I love Cha Cha Real Smooth. In my top 10 for a while. The film I thought was delightful. I thought it was heartwarming. I think this is easily Dakota Johnson's best performance in anything she's done. And she's really good in The Mom. Cooper Raff is fantastic in the lead. I need to watch his first movie, the first directed movie, when I get a chance. And Brad Garrett really good when he pop up briefly right at the stepdad. So I had to go with Cha Cha Real Smooth. Nice.
Yeah. Well, JPO.
All right. It's not a bad round here. I was just slightly more, maybe because it's me, I was invested a little more in Cha Cha Real Smooth. Actually, it's good. I actually prefer Pearl just a little bit because I think God's performance is just that much better. Like, I couldn't see that being nominated, that monologue, and even the end credits. But yeah, I got to go with Cha Cha Real Smooth. That was great. Another one written by the star here. Dakota Johnson's great in it. And yeah, kind of a coming of age for people a little bit later in their life. So Cha Cha Real Smooth.
Yeah.
Cha Cha Real Smooth wins.
Cha Cha Real Smooth.
Oh, I was so happy. Okay,
we're not gonna get the X and Pearl matchup that I was hoping for, but it's fine.
This is the weirdest lineup right here.
Yeah, so we got Jordan Peele's Nope versus Spirited. Malcolm.
Yeah, I thought I would have loved Spirited a lot more than what I did. It was fine. Like it was a fine. It was easily Wolfie's better Christmas movie he's done. But yeah, I just really didn't like it as much. I thought Wolfie and Wyndham should have much better chemistry than what they had. So I'm easily going to go Nope on this.
Yeah, Austin.
I don't have Apple TV once again, so I haven't seen Spirited, and I missed Wolf the Regal movie where it was the mystery movie. Yeah, because I know this was the mystery movie that one month I missed it. But it's a musical, so I'm probably not going to get around to it. Honestly, just being
Yeah, what
honest.
do you guys hate for musical?
I don't like musicals. So sue me. I don't like musicals. Jacob Barber is your friend on this panel if he was on here for musicals.
Yeah,
not me. I'll give it to Nope, even though I'm not over the moon about it. But it's technically good, and I can see myself going back to revisit it at least once or twice. So I'll go Nope.
Yeah. Like both of these, like I liked, and I didn't love them, but like Spirited, like the first musical number I wasn't very into, but after that, like it like slowly got better and better to me. It's one of those ones that went like that to me, just kind of like started low and got better and better as it went along. But and then Nope, like I think everyone went in with way too high expectations. Like I'm not just gonna like lump myself there because I feel like a lot of people did, and like maybe it didn't quite deliver for a lot of people. It didn't quite deliver for me, but I do love Keke Palmer's performance. Like for me, I'm not gonna say that it's best of the year, but I'm gonna say it's my personal favorite though. Like she was just like so much fun. She had so much charisma. Like when she's like you brought a guy out here with a non-electrical video camera, let's go, and they're like doing a little high five back and forth. Like just made me laugh pretty hard, and yeah, like I totally forgot about Keke Palmer coming up from like the Disney Channel and like that kind of thing, and yeah, Daniel Kaluuya is great, and so I think that I did like Nope maybe a little better than Spirited. So, and also how they did all the lighting too. I just wanted to point that out. Like they have so many scenes during the nighttime, but it actually looks kind of bright, but you still feel like it's nighttime. So I think they did that amazingly well. So I hope more movies can take a cue from that, because I always hate movies that are way too dark and you can't see half of what's happening. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Nope. Chris?
I think Nope is a great. Started off really great. I think after this year with Yang stuff, it kind of pitted down a little bit. It lose its stream a little bit. I do like Nope a lot. I think. As I said, just like I said with Angela Bassett, the fact that Angela Bassett getting more Oscar love than Keke Palmer, Janelle Monáe, and Lashana Lynch is still out my mind, because I think those three performances like from this past year are like top notch. Very different film I would not expect a lot. I was like the lyrics have been hit and miss for me. Like I like Greatest Showman. I like the Broadway show they haven't had. I do not like really, but some of the other stuff been hit and miss. Like, but I thought it was fun. It's very funny. I wrote at my break, "Good afternoon." It's probably my favorite song in the whole movie. Like that whole secret stuff. I thought I was laughing.
That made the short list.
Yeah.
Yep.
That I was laughing so hard, right, in that whole sequence. So, honestly, once you see the best scene in that movie, don't find that scene. It's the most funniest. Like, what you know what the actual meaning of "Good afternoon" is, make it more funny. But I do think the bullying message does drag the movie down a little bit. I think I could have done without the whole suicide thing plot. Like, but, I gotta give it to Nope. I think the first half of Nope is like so strong, and the Stephen Yang part and Gordy, the chimp thing is one of the most scariest things I've seen all like last year. That beat the hell out of me. Like I'd rather have the movie be about that more than the alien scene. That how much I would invested that side plot more. Yes, Nope. Get my vote. Even though good afternoon to anybody who doesn't like British.
Yep. Well, JPO, you got.
Well, I'm so glad I fought for Clerks 3 and Spirited to get eliminated in round one. It was really well worth 40-minute fight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because Spirited's good, but yeah, Nope has gone up on a rewatch. I really dig it. I think he's made three really good films. I'd probably put it past even us at this point. Just the moments are there. Spirited's fun. I can see it being something I might watch. Not every Christmas, because I don't necessarily do all that to a degree, but I'm gonna stick with Nope though.
Well, maybe we should have had Dog on here. Would have gone a little further, maybe.
Maybe we
They
could
might
have
have.
made.
Maybe it would have
Yeah.
fought. Yeah.
Maybe we
Yeah.
could have had the
Raw
man
dance.
called Otto to have a better Tom Hanks movie on this.
No
Man
one
Called
saw
Otto
that.
just came out this year.
Yeah,
Stop it.
2023.
Stop. It just came out in January. It's a
Yeah,
2023 movie.
2023.
I wasn't
Piss
trying to
it
open
off.
up the flood. I was making a joke.
Jesus
I wasn't opening
Christ,
up the
Chris.
floodgate.
That movie literally came out like 2 weeks ago. What the fuck are you talking
2022
about?
limited
Guys.
release.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
No,
We're not opening up the floodgate, please.
Anyway,
Wolfman. Wolf.
I
yeah,
get it too.
Wolf.
God.
What do you
All
think?
right. So, yeah, Spirited was fun. I saw it for the mystery movie thing, and it was a fun, different take on the Christmas Carol. But Nope was a yep for me. It was,
Nice.
it was. That better be the next time his next movie is yep. Just 'cause
Yeah, right.
just go along with Nope. But I was telling Jordan on our show though, or not Jordan, Austin on our show. I get you two confused now because y'all are on streams with you two all the time.
A lot of shit.
But I was telling him how this might be the best directed horror movie of the year, just because like when you look at like some of the scenes and some of the scale, like the whole chimp scene, the way that was directed, also like the whole. Even though it's a cop-out, you totally forget it's a cop-out. The scene of the kids dressed up as aliens, that's like so horrifying. And you're like, oh my, it's because of the camera angles, the way it's shot, the way the sound design is, like the everything, like all the technical aspects, plus the ship. It's like the ship being the alien. That's such a cool twist. Like, yeah, everything from like a directing standpoint, I think is like almost flawless. Like I have flaws with the movie, but not with the directing. The directing was phenomenal. So yeah. So for me, I definitely go Nope here.
Yeah. All right.
Nope.
Nope. Moving on. Let's see what else we got.
Breaking. John Boyega is the whale.
Ooh.
Did anyone see Breaking?
I think both.
No, like it would have been my next watch if I would have had just a little more time. I had Breaking queued up, but I didn't.
I saw Breaking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm up
I
first.
think both of them. So.
Yeah, I haven't seen Breaking. I'm interested, but I haven't been able to see it yet. I wish it would have come out in theaters. Could have seen it in theaters. I would have seen it. I saw trailers for it, and it didn't come out. Yeah, I saw The Whale. I like The Whale. I think Brendan Fraser's very good. Don't understand this weird criticism about like glorifying obesity. I don't think it's doing that at all.
Not at all. Yeah.
At all. I've seen weird stuff even from Alonzo Duralde, who we've had on our show, which I don't agree with at all. I think it's a
Alonzo and Chris Lemire both did not get it.
Yeah.
It's a movie about addiction, and his addiction, instead of being alcohol or heroin,
shooting up heroin.
It's eating. Which if it had been a story about a guy that's shooting up heroin all the time and the disgusting things they do when they shoot up heroin, then you know they would be like, oh, it's so brave they're in to show all this stuff. You know, like it's the same fucking thing. Like I don't understand that criticism at all. I think it's a really good movie. I don't get that at all. I'm sure Wolf will talk about it too because I think I hope he agrees with me. I think we did. We had a discussion about it, but I haven't heard what he thought since he saw it. But I don't get that at all. I think it's a good movie, so I'll go The Whale.
Yeah, so these are two movies I just haven't gotten to. Like they're ones on my list. Like I might try to go check out The Whale before it leaves theaters here because it's still playing where I live. So, but yeah, so it's kind of tough. But I did watch the Brendan Fraser's speech at the Golden Globes. Like that was a great speech, and then also if you watch a little interview he does afterwards, man, like he's just so like appreciative and just like you can tell that he has such a love for this role and like being able to be a part of this and to win it just means so much to him. Like it's just really cool to see, like pretty moving stuff. But so probably just based on that, and I know a little bit more about The Whale, then I'll probably vote for The Whale. Yeah. Chris.
Dixon. Before I get to The Whale, Breaking is a really great movie. Great live performance from Michael K. Williams. I wish he would be top more in the Best Supporting Actor. He does give a great live performance. And John Boyega, this is by far his best performance. I think this movie is heartbreaking. What you realize is based on the true story. The way the movie ends is shockingly heartbreaking, not knowing how it ends. And a great true story that made you feel for some very good character, especially his predicament, especially it's stuff in real life, people who doesn't get paid by the military, their own funds, they had to pay for child support, they had to pay for everything, and a sad, heartbreaking real life situation. And what he does is very understandable. And there are funny moments here and there, like him answering the phone at one point when he's holding the bank up. There's really funny moments there. I do recommend checking out Breaking. The Whale is a film. It's one of my first movies this year to see. Like, me and my dad went to see on New Year's Day. We both really liked it a lot. I think the movie is. I don't get the criticism about that, but I do see it a little bit manipulating with your emotion a little bit because it's so like a hard movie to watch at times. Especially knowing my people who deal with that situation. I have plenty of friends who had obesity problems, who had problems like that. And watching like the binge eating scene, it's one of the hardest things to watch in any movie I've seen recently. But I think what I said about Colin Farrell, I think Brendan Fraser should win the Oscar. I think he gave one of the best performances I've seen this past year. I think he is heartbreaking. I think you feel for him. You understand his predicament. I think what he does for the role, like probably at the ending, without going away, really the ending is like there was not one dry eye in the theater ever, and we were all like in tears by the end of the film. The one I really would rather see win Best Supporting Actor is Han Chow, who is phenomenal as his assistant friend. Like she is, their back and forth is so good. At the moment where she telling the missionary, the story about Brendan Fraser and his past love interest, and she gives one of the best supporting actor performance. I had to start going with the realm.
Yeah, and actually, guys, Brendan Fraser was the Critics' Choice Award. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
So I just had to clarify that, but
As anything is good, I just think her character is a more unlikable aspect for me. That would have manipulation to come in. Well,
yeah. JP?
Yeah, this is a great double feature of doomed leading characters, and will leave you sad. John Boyega is really good. It's a different Boyega that you've seen before here. Final performance of Michael K. Williams, but 100% of the vote goes to The Whale. Heartbreaking, beautiful at moments movie here. I'm 1,000% with Pez. I've seen reviews like that I've actually stopped listening because I do feel like, it's like he said, my exact feeling is like, it's like if they were in heroin, you wouldn't be seeing like glorifying heroin because he's shooting up in the film. No, it's hard to watch because he's not shying away from it. This is the same director as Working for a Dream, same director as The Wrestler, who's a doomed character as well. With daughter issues too. I think Darren also has daughter issues. But no, it's a bottled movie. It's based on a play, which you can tell because there's really about 5 main characters here who all give great performances in here. Even Samantha Morton, who pops in as the ex-wife, the daughter, Hong Chow, who also had a great year, also in the menu. I think there's a reason. I think the hype is lived up to in this performance by Brendan Fraser about a man who he still finds beauty in life, but he's just kind of given up on himself at this point here. But he's drastically trying to, kind of save his daughter to the very end. And I thought it's fucking beautiful. It really ripped me apart at a couple different times. So The Whale.
Yeah, sounds good. Wolfman. What do you think?
Yeah. So I haven't seen Breaking yet. Really want to, but yeah, I saw The Whale, loved it, and it was in the criticism. Isn't that it glorifies obesity? It was that the film is fat phobic, is what it is. It's because it's like because it's like mistreating overweight people, saying like, look how this person chews. They make it look disgusting or something like that, and it's like, and that's like what people's arguments were. And
that's just one version of it, though. I kind of see that, but that is something that happens. I don't know.
Yeah, like I never really fully understood it, but apparently that's what people are complaining about. But I loved it. Thought all the performances across the board were great. Brendan Fraser, yeah, he deserves to win the Oscar. And yeah, I bawled my eyes out at the end at this beautiful movie all around. So The Whale.
Yeah. Malcolm?
He went first.
It
seems like ages ago.
I haven't spoken all this yet.
Yeah.
That's why. Sorry, it feels like we've been talking about this for 20 minutes. I'm sorry. We got to move along. We got to move. Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah,
putting something about it in the
I mean, I'll
private
be
chat.
correct. I haven't seen either of these. Like, I didn't even know Breaking was a thing until people started putting in their best of 2022 lists. Well, comes out in about 2 weeks. I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
to
never
go.
talked about much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the weirdest complaint I've heard about it is like, oh, they should have got an actual 600-pound person to play the main characters. Like, they shouldn't use fat suits.
I was busy.
Okay.
All right, we
I'll
can
do
skip
the
this
sequel.
one. No one's gonna give it to Dumbledore. Come on,
Nope.
it's fine.
Violent Night.
Nope.
Secrets of Dumbledore and Violent Night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is anybody looking for shitty Fantastic Beasts?
I'm
Anybody?
Just
All
because I
right,
haven't
Violent
seen
Night was
Violent
awesome.
Malcolm,
Only
you're raising your
Fantastic
hand,
Beasts movie I like.
Yeah. Violent
Well,
Night
then
was-
we got one vote from Malcolm.
I mean, it's still not going to help it.
Yeah. So
Move
I mean,
on.
it's kind of because like I haven't seen Violent Night. It didn't really interest me. So
yeah,
it's good. Way better than you think. So White Noise versus Scream.
Anybody really doing vote for White Night?
Oh, it's White
No.
Noise. I'm like,
White
what
Noise.
is that?
Oh, Scream is better.
I never saw White
Yeah,
Noise, so
White Noise is weird.
I'm not voting for White
Oh.
Noise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Scream.
You
Scream.
take a little time.
Yeah, single time.
Do it.
Emily the Criminal. Versus Bullet
That's a
Train.
match.
I only
Yeah,
seen
that's
one
a
of them. I
match
haven't
right there.
seen the other one.
This,
All right,
now, this is a match, but this is a match, but I hate to be this guy. Let's really speed this one up. Like,
Okay.
All right, well, you too, buddy.
You too, brother.
no,
All of us,
no,
bro.
yeah, no, me too. I've been trying to shorten it. I've been trying
Yeah.
to, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody. Chris Diaz too. Chris, speed it up. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, speed it up. We're getting to the 3-hour mark, and we're not even done with this, so we got to go. All right. Jordan's up first.
Stop watching
yeah.
out. I will 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. So I saw both these movies. I thought that the Criminal was very underrated. I'm a big fan of, and I'm freaking like having of Aubrey Plaza. Sorry, I always have these like random brain farts, but I'm a big fan of her. I thought she was great. She basically carried the movie with the one guy. I want to say he's Middle Eastern, but I'm not totally sure. But with that guy, and yeah, like it was really a cool performance. But Bullet Train, like that made my top 12 of the year. I just had so much fun with it. I had fun with the
Oscar music time.
We're gonna sit here and go like this all the time. Here, I'll just do it while I'm talking. So I had a lot of fun with Bullet Train, and and I thought that Brad Pitt gave a really fun performance. I really dug all of his humor. I love seeing all the different characters that pop up throughout this journey that he had on the train. Even though it wasn't filmed in Japan, that's fine because they did a great job recreating everything. And they had some really cool cameos. I won't spoil any of them if anyone hasn't seen it, but yeah, I think the Bullet Train deserves to go forward. So yeah, go. Okay. Let's try not to do that while people are actually talking, though. It's like really annoying. Anyways,
Yeah.
Chris.
Never mind.
All right, did I make a quick? I haven't seen Emily Criminal. I had to prioritize Pinocchio and one other film over it, so I did go with Bullet Train. It's a fun movie, but not to make it fun, so I did go with Bullet Train.
I can't gather my thoughts when you're doing that. Sorry, JPO.
I'm gonna take a minute 32 then. Emily the Criminal, pretty good. Really dug it. Good Netflix watch. But yeah, Bullet Train. It's hard to. Yes, stop talking and interrupting me. I can't gather my thoughts. No, I'm just kidding. Now we're doing back and forth. I'm just kidding. You're good. No. Bullet Train. Really, really just fun-paced action flick here. You mentioned all the cameos, Jordan. It's constantly kind of keeps you intrigued. Everyone gets to have some fun. People even talk about prequels and spin-offs. So different kind of films here. Definitely check out Emily the Criminal. I'll give my vote to Bullet Train.
Okay. Wolfman?
Bullet Train, fun, a lot of fun action, great cast, but Emily the Criminal, Aubrey Plaza's career best performance, so Emily the Criminal.
Malcolm?
I haven't seen Emily the Criminal. Bullet Train's a lot of fun, so Bullet Train.
Okay. Austin?
Emily the Criminal, because it's my favorite kind of underdog movie of the year. So, but yeah. But it's Bullet Train.
Bullet Train.
I think it
Ambulance.
might be the last one. Yes.
Okay, so Ambulance and Avatar.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, Chris, back down the bottom.
Oh, it's Avatar. Ambulance sucks. Yeah, Avatar.
Yeah. JPO.
Actually, still haven't seen Avatar. I'm the only person in the world. So, Ambulance. Let's go, Michael Bay. Am I right, everybody?
Yeah.
No, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf.
I actually don't think Ambulance sucks. I think it's actually one of the best Michael Bay films in a long time.
Yep.
But it's also still not. I'm not saying it's a good film, but it's like it's okay. It's one of the better Michael Bay films in a while. But that's not saying much because Michael Bay. But Avatar: The Way of Water though was like just an extraordinary experience, visually just epic, like one of the most visually stunning films I've ever seen in my life. So Avatar.
Yeah. Malcolm?
Yeah, I thought Ambulance was fine, but Avatar: The Way of Water is the best James Cameron movie since Avatar.
Yeah.
It's the only one. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Avatar I like better than the first one, but Ambulance was in my top 12 of the year. Fucking loved Ambulance. I thought it was his best movie since The Island, pretty easily. Good stuff. Good simple Michael Bay. Ambulance.
Yeah. Well, Ambulance I haven't seen. Avatar, I thought that it was good. They could have cut out maybe 30 minutes near the beginning, and they could have had a little more character development with some of the characters. But but it was fine. I liked it better than the first one. So yeah, I'll vote Avatar.
Okay, Avatar, and there you go.
I know.
Okay,
I thought that was the last one, but I remember it had.
Yeah.
Thor: Love and Thunder.
Is anyone voting Thor: Love and Thunder?
No.
I feel like there's a discussion there. Yeah, unfortunately, some people on here.
I'm
think it's
voting
a
for it.
good movie.
I'm voting for it. Easy.
All right, JPO. Seriously?
Yeah, I haven't seen All Quiet, so Thor.
All right.
You don't have to see it to say, "Oh, it's an actual like."
No, I'm not that guy. Thor was fine. It's a great no, but I'm not doing that.
If there's dog shit,
Wolf.
I don't have to see something
It's
else
not.
to.
It's not dog shit. Let's
Let's
get over that it's not dog shit. Come on.
It is. It is.
It's not.
But it's because they thought it would be great to make jokes during characters' death scenes and stuff. But so it's not great at all. And All Quiet on the Western Front never made a joke out of any death scene in that movie. So that was
It's also a totally different movie.
That's a weird comparison. But I do actually agree with you on that one part. But yeah, that's a weird comparison.
I mean, but it's fact. It's fact though. But I will. But yeah, I'll give it to All Quiet on the Western Front because that was great.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I haven't seen All Quiet on the Western Front. I actually really enjoyed Full on Thunder.
Yeah. Austin.
All Quiet on the Western Front's one of my favorite movies of the year, and my number 4. Great fucking movie, and Thor is a parody of a Thor film, and it is dog shit. It's absolutely dog shit.
It's not.
And apparently, I'm out of my mind if I think it's garbage. So yeah.
We think that it's total dog shit. I mean, you can say
it's
not good. You say it's that bad.
Because the more I think think about it, it's even worse than Ragnarok.
Like,
so yes,
like,
shit.
Oh, that's right. He dislikes Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Okay, so never mind. I don't feel bad because Ragnarok was great.
What they kind of routine do?
But it's like,
Yeah.
Anyway, Jordan, what do you?
Yeah. Well, I'll just say that I have seen All Quiet on the Western Front, and I thought that it was visually stunning, but this movie, again, like for some of these war movies, it doesn't have any character development. I don't know who any of these characters are, so like I don't really feel for them, and like it's not really about my own country, which it doesn't have to be, but at the same time, like who am I supposed to root for? I don't know. Like there's really no real character development, and I kind of see it from both sides. So but Thor: Love and Thunder, I had fun with it. There's definitely some like dumb things, like the way they treated the gods and the way that like a few things, and and they could have cut the jokes maybe in half of what they had. But I still
The goats. You didn't need the screaming goats every.
You didn't need Russell Crowe in it. God.
Well, surprisingly, I actually didn't think that I would like the goats, and I actually found myself kind of liking them. But
yeah, there's people that like those parts too.
Yeah, and what they did with Christian Bale as the God Butcher, I actually like that. So
not showing any of his God butchering, that was a great decision.
Well, I mean,
Butcher, and you only show him
the scenes that he had. Though, I actually like what he did with the scenes that he had.
That was the point. He did get later on, look at all the things he's done. I would like to have seen.
I would like to have seen him kill the Godzilla monster. That would have been great.
Yeah, that is a fair criticism because we would like to see that, but I'll still vote Thor.
So, am I?
Chris?
Yeah. Christian Bale is the best thing about the story. I would give it that. I am 34 minutes into All Quiet and Western Fun, and that easily better than anything in the story. Like I'm already 34 minutes, and I was sobbing at one death scene. I was one more moment of funny dead body. That's how much it hit me. Level. Yeah, it's beautifully stunning, but it does show the brutality of war in a way that really hit more hard for me, more than 1917 did. And I still have a lot more to go, but I can't wait to finish it tomorrow after I get off work. So I'm crying with the fun.
All right, so it's a tie to Chris.
Yeah, All Quiet and Western Fun.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Would you give Russell Crowe and make him awful in the movie? Yeah. Fuck you, story.
You could have been an MC. Oh, never mind.
Chris, I forgive you for hating ambulance. All right, thank you. All right. So what is that? Doctor Strange and Weird.
Yeah, Weird.
Wolf.
Strange and Weird. Here we go.
Strange and Weird. That's funny. No, in the Multiverse of Madness, I watched whenever I first watched it, I really enjoyed it. But over time, it's just I don't know. There's something off about it for me. To me, Everything Everywhere All at Once is actually a Multiverse of Madness. I felt like this wasn't for this is the wrong title for the movie. It should not have been called Multiverse of Madness.
Wrong title. You're right.
But Weird was perfect title and perfect film for Weird Al Yankovic. It actually was a weird movie, and that's what you want for a Weird Al Yankovic biopic. So, I think I'm gonna go with Weird on this one.
Yeah. Malcolm, what do you think?
I mean, I did enjoy Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness enough, but Red was in my top 12 of the year, so Red.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was one of my bigger disappointments of the year. I found myself getting kind of bored, but especially by the second hour, I don't know. I thought they could have done way more with it. Weird was good. I enjoyed it. I still say Walk Hard does the concept better than Weird does overall. There's a lot of the same beats that Walk Hard and jokes that Walk Hard already kind of did, but it was still fun. I'll go Weird.
Yeah. Well, this one's pretty easy. Yeah, Weird was just weird in all the best ways. It was awesome. I had so much fun with it. If you know Weird Al, you know that it works so much better if it's going to be a parody movie, because that's what he's basically known for. And it's fun seeing him pop up in some roles too, but not playing himself though, just playing the record executive and stuff, and a lot of really cool cameos too in the movie. I appreciate Doctor Strange. I actually do. I brought it up on movies that had never been talked about on tournament fights, because when that episode happened, it had not been talked about, and I appreciate it for all the Sam Raimi-isms. I love all the horror aspects when it gets dark, and even the Bruce Campbell cameos. It's just fun to see him. What he was doing was a little weird, but still,
the post-credit scene was great though, with the punching.
Oh yeah, yeah, bringing it back to Evil Dead. Yeah, I gotta go with Weird though.
Yeah, make it quick. Weird is my favorite comedy of this past year. I love Weird. It's the hardest to laugh. Watch the movie. Strange was good to okay. I think it's good element to it. I think Rachel Adam and Doctor Strange stuff were really good. They wasted Xavier. I can't forgive a movie for what they did to Xavier. So yeah, I have to go with Weird. Wait.
All right,
And Austin, there might be one of your friends in the chat. I don't really know him, but maybe
you'll have to tell me whose handle is Euroslick. I'm not recognizing it off the top of my head, so let me know who it is, and I'll say hello.
Yeah.
So is everyone gone?
JPO. JPO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just something about Doctor Strange never got me to that next level. Rewatches haven't totally helped either. We're just really met everything I kind of wanted it to be. It was funny, it was wacky. I could kind of agree that Walker took it to that next level, but Weird was a really fun time here, man. Perfect casting between him and Evan Rachel Wood, having a lot of fun. So Weird.
Yeah,
Evan Rachel Wood was perfect in Madonna too. It's like
yeah. I agree with Steven. Maybe one of the most disappointing ones. That's a good word for it. Disappointing.
Oh, whoa! There's a major movie missing here. I didn't realize it wasn't on here.
What?
Bones and All.
No.
Yeah, that is true. Bones and All. I thought we had it on here, but
no one advocated it for the net discussion. I went back and
we'll take off Minions and put on Bones
That's
and All.
It's really good. Check it out. Anyways, all right.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have won the tournament anyways. So,
right.
all right.
I believe it's the Batman versus Pinocchio. If I remember the.
Okay, yeah, and we're in. So let's fly. 10 seconds or less. Go, Malcolm. Batman or Pinocchio?
Pinocchio.
I'll go Batman. No. All right.
Yep, and I'll go the Batman. Chris.
Batman.
Yeah.
JPO.
Batman.
Wolf.
Pinocchio.
All right, Batman 42.
I'm Batman.
Love Pinocchio, but Batman is fresh in my mind.
Yeah, Northman versus Elvis. Me first. I will go Elvis.
And I'll go Elvis.
Diaz.
Northman.
JPO.
Yeah.
Elvis.
All right, Wolf.
Fucking hell. Northman.
And Malcolm.
Elvis
42.
I want to know what you
left
guys
the building.
were smoking.
Yeah.
All right, I got Puss in Boots versus Vengeance. Jordan.
I never saw Vengeance, so Puss in Boots.
Okay.
Chris.
Easily best animated film of this past year. Puss in Boots.
Yeah. GPO.
Ooh, Vengeance.
Yeah. Wolfman.
And maybe of the last 5 years. Puss in Boots.
Yeah, Puss in Boots, yeah. Malcolm?
Puss in Boots.
Yeah. Austin?
Vengeance. Haven't seen either.
Yeah.
So Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots 42. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, so R versus Tar. R and Tar.
Yeah.
R. The Pirates' two favorite movies. R and Tar.
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
Okay.
Tar or RRR?
Which are you going for?
Martin.
Wolf.
Just for a potential Avatar versus Tar matchup. Tar.
Yeah. Malcolm?
I've only seen Triple R, so I'm going to go Tar.
Yeah. Austin.
So you're actually voting for Tar?
Yeah, I'm actually voting for Tar. I wasn't a fan of Triple R.
Okay, yeah.
I was gonna say it. Triple R was good. Come on.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think Triple R is overrated, so I'll go Tar.
Yeah. That like whole RRR thing is like a total like a joke my dad would make, but I'm gonna go Triple R.
I'm not a dad, but I'm 36, so I make dad jokes now at my age. It's fine. So we have a tie. Tie to JPO.
R.
Okay.
That's why my knees can't see it because it's rated R.
I thought you would have voted Tar because you were all like against RRs and singing, but
yeah,
I don't know. They both don't hit my chord that much, but they both might be great. I just haven't seen either one.
Can we all just see
All right, so Sonic 2 versus Everything Everywhere All at Once, JPO.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. My niece is in bed, so she can't vote.
Wolf.
Everything Everywhere by a landslide.
Malcolm.
Everything Everywhere.
Yep. Austin.
Sonic 2.
Everything Everywhere. Let's go. Chris?
The bagel hole. Everything Everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
Pearl versus Hellraiser. Ooh, shit. Ooh. Two good horror movies.
Good old-fashioned horror matchup.
Yeah, Wolf. What do you got?
This is the best matchup so far.
Yeah.
Pearl.
Okay. Malcolm.
I haven't seen either of these, so I'm just going to blindly point at one of them and Pearl.
Yeah. Austin.
Yeah, Pearl's on my honorable mentions, but in my rankings, Hellraiser actually made my best of list. But I don't mind if Pearl goes through, but I'll vote for Hellraiser.
Yeah, I gotta go. Pearl. Chris.
Bat monologue of the past year that not TV related but ended, but Pearl, like Pearl, Bat 9-minute monologue. Right.
JPO.
GPO.
Oh, Tuffy, Pearl, not by much.
All right, Pearl. Vote one.
Pearl moving on.
All right. And Malcolm will be up first for Chippendale versus Smile.
Oh, shit.
Malcolm.
I love both of these. I'm going to give the slight edge to Chippendale.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with Smile.
I'm going to use my 10 seconds to show a little behind-the-scenes clip that's 10 seconds long that was from Kevin Bacon's daughter sent me. There we go.
Whew, man, there's some huge shit. I'm Kevin Bacon's daughter, and I take huge shits.
Okay, great.
What?
Yeah, so that clip's from a podcast. That's from the Rick Glassman podcast. It just made me laugh, so that's my vote. Yeah. Chris?
You go with the one that made me laugh?
Wait. What did you vote for? Because you just
He's
voted
with Smile.
Okay, I just had to make sure
that's Kevin Bacon's daughter.
Big shits.
When did we suddenly turn into freaking Family Guy here? Chippendale.
He showed a clip of Kevin Bacon's daughter so you could vote for Chippendale.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Well, Jordan really liked Chippendale, so I wanted to make sure.
No. Nobody Smile. Yeah.
Okay. JPO.
I don't know what to do with myself anymore. Chippendale. Chippendale is another good round.
Okay, Wolf.
Wolf.
Smile. All right.
Please don't do that ever again. Please.
All right.
Smile, yeah.
So it's a tie. It goes to Wolf, who I'm assuming is sticking with Smile.
Yep.
Okay, so there we go. It's a Smile. All right. Hustle versus Top Gun. I'm up first. Got to go Top Gun, my number one.
Oh, man. I got to yield my whole 10 seconds here. Crap. It's got to be probably Top Gun. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah. Chris.
Bye, Anna Chandler, Top Gun.
Yeah.
JPO.
Hustle.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Top Gun.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Adam Sandler's in the danger zone, so Top Gun.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Adam. Top Gun.
It's just cruising on by.
All of you.
I mean, Adam, that make up for your.
Tom Cruise is better.
Yeah. He goes on first and cleans the hair. Yeah.
And she's a barbarian. And she's barbarian, Jordan.
I think I gotta go with Barbarian. That made my top 12. Banshees didn't. So,
Chris.
Banshee.
Banshees. All right. JPO.
Banshees of Inisherin.
All right. Wolf.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
Just sort of make your feckin' mind up. Come on.
Yeah. All the feckin' in the world in that movie.
Yeah.
Over a fucking donkey.
Yeah.
Malcolm.
I'm going to go for the Banshees of Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. Ed Sheeran. Yeah. That's a great call, man.
Don't be a Nancy boy. Vote for Banshees.
Yeah.
He voted for the donkey. I don't know.
I voted for Barbarian, but still.
I love Barbarian, but yeah, Banshee's better.
Yeah.
All right, we got
Next
Prey.
Prey up
This
against
is the menu.
Oh, now we should talk about the menu.
Ooh. All right, Chris.
I love both of these movies. On the content of a fine performance along with Hound Chow and Ellen Taylor, I had to go to the menu. On the most delightful that made me want to have to have a cheeseburger by the end of the movie.
JPO.
She didn't finish the cheeseburger either. It pissed me off. Yeah, just because it's got, I think, the menu performances. I'll go menu.
Yeah, you eat that shit hot when it's like hot and fresh and ready. She took it, put it in a box. You don't put that shit in a box to go. Get out of here.
Yeah. Get out of here.
She didn't want to be killed, so she had to get out there quickly.
Yeah. Wolfman?
And that burger looked better than sex. I just got to throw that out there. Like,
yeah,
that was some beautiful stuff.
Looked better than the no bread plate they brought out.
Yeah, no. But also, I'm going to go with one of the best screenplays of the year, as well as performances of the year, which is The Menu. So,
yeah.
I mean, depending on what the condiments are on that breadless bread plate, I'll probably go. I'd go for the menu.
Depends, yeah. Austin?
Bread is for poor people, the menu.
I gotta consult my litter box. Yeah, I have Prey ranked higher, so I gotta go Prey.
But it's the menu, 5-1.
Yeah.
All right. Got Glass Onion versus Black Phone. GPO.
Love these both with Glass Onion.
Glass Onion. All right, Wolf.
Glass Onion.
Glass Onion.
Yep. Malcolm?
I love both, but the Black Phone's high on my list, so Black Phone.
Yeah. Austin?
We got ourselves a murder. Glass Onion.
Yeah. I'll vote for Daniel Radcliffe in the Glass Onion.
All right. Sounds good. Chris?
When you have Stephen Sondheim, Angela Lansbury, and a small cameo after their death, yeah, Glass Onion.
Yeah.
Oh, Sondheim was that? I need to piece that together.
Yeah.
JPO?
I'm on a
JPO went
No, I know
first.
what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I went first. Okay. Cool.
I just don't know what he looks like, so I never piece that together.
Okay. You got Fablemans versus Cha-Cha Real Smooth. Wolf.
Finally, I'm going to vote against Fablemans. So, yeah, Cha-Cha.
All right, Malcolm.
The Fablemans.
I'm Austin.
God damn it. Why couldn't you go against something I've seen? Sorry, Fableman gets a pass just because I haven't seen Cha-Cha. Sorry.
Well, I'm not going to give the Fablemans a pass. I haven't even seen Cha-Cha, and it already sounds better. So I'm going to go Cha-Cha Real Smooth.
It'll lose in the next round, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
In revenge of Matilda not making it to Cha-Cha Real Smooth.
Yeah. JPO.
Cha-Cha.
Yeah.
All right, Cha-Cha pulls the upset.
Yeah. Cha-Cha.
Right. Okay. All right, Malcolm will be
Cha-Cha's
first.
its way into the next round.
Nope versus the Whale. Malcolm.
I've seen Nope, haven't seen the Whale, but that being said, I'm going to go the Whale.
Yeah. Austin?
Movie I liked more, The Whale.
I haven't seen The Whale yet, and I did like Nope, so I'll vote Nope. Chris?
The only movie that I could even get out of my seat at the client so much, The Whale.
Yeah. JPO?
Yeah, The Whale.
And Wolf.
The Whale.
The Whale. All right, Brendan Fraser, you get to hang on for another round.
Yeah.
All right. I got Violent Night.
Violent Night up against Scream.
Scream, okay.
Oh, this is the best pairing. Right here.
That's a good pairing. I'm up first. I'm going to go with the one I enjoyed a little bit more and made my top 12, Violent Night.
Yeah. Violent Night did make my honorable mentions, but Scream's my favorite horror movie of the year, so Scream. Chris.
I did pull up that I love Violent Night. Violent Night.
GPO.
So good. The sequel's out like 2 months from now. Scream.
Yeah.
That could either be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll see.
Yeah.
So I have a lot more issues with Scream, but it holds more of a special place in my heart. So Scream.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Haven't seen Violent Night. Wasn't really interested in it. Scream.
Yeah.
Not interested in
Austin.
Killer Santa.
Oh yeah.
It's David Harbour versus John Leguizamo.
I don't care about David Harbour.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Listen, we've all forgiven him for Hellboy. Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Malcolm Scream moves on. So we will see what's next. Got Bullet Train versus Avatar. All right, Jordan.
Bullet Train. Pretty easy. Yeah.
Okay. Chris.
Avatar, more visually impressive movie the past year.
JPO.
Bullet Train.
Wolf.
Avatar.
Okay. And Malcolm.
Avatar: The Way of Water.
And I will say Avatar: The Way of Water.
Right.
All right, Avatar.
Yeah. And not to make it way more past, but
all right. Yeah. All Quiet on the Western Front versus Weird.
All right. Chris, right?
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Okay.
Yeah.
JPO.
Weird.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Ooh, this is hard. They're both almost even for me, but All Quiet.
Malcolm.
Let's make it weird.
Yeah. Austin.
I'll go All Quiet on the Western Front.
I'll say let's get weird up in here. Weird.
All right, we have a tie. Tie to Malcolm.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go. Boom. Happy about that one.
That's sad.
All Quiet definitely should at least win the foreign films Oscar for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I mean, it's going to be interesting.
Well,
Apparently, Argentina at 1985 is really good. So.
I don't know. Decision to Leave. Y'all haven't seen that yet, but it maybe should win.
Yeah.
So the winners of this one make the Elite Eight. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 16. Okay, so the winners of this one make the poll and make the 8.
Fuck you all if y'all give Elvis over Batman. But,
Well, you never know.
JPO.
Well, I'm tempted now, Wolfman, because I like chaos. So now Batman.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Yeah, the Batman for sure.
Malcolm.
Elvis.
Ooh. Well, fuck you, Malcolm. I guess. I'm Austin.
Nah, well, if Batman's number 2, Elvis is 12, so it's the Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Batman. Yeah.
I'm about to say, you guys were being saying you that Elvis made it this far, but the Batman.
Yeah, it made it. It didn't make it in the poll. It just made it further. I like the movies it was up against more. So yeah. All right, so Batman takes it 4-2 or 5-1, something like that.
I don't know if the JPO vote or.
Yeah, I said Batman. I said Batman.
All right, so Batman's first in the poll. We have Puss in Boots and RRR. Wolf.
Ooh, God.
Yeah, this one's tough.
RRR, but it's not easy.
Okay. Malcolm.
Haven't seen Puss in Boots, but I'm still voting for it over Triple R.
Yeah. Austin.
Puss in Boots.
Yeah, I gotta vote for it. The Puss in Boots. Yeah. Chris.
The most cutest dog in film last year, Puss in Boots.
JPO.
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots makes the poll. All right. Everywhere, all at once.
Oh my God, my eardrum.
All right, Malcolm.
Everything everywhere.
Yeah.
It's easy for me, Pearl.
Yeah. It's been easy for me. Everything everywhere all at once. Chris.
Love the both of the movie, but I had to go everything everywhere all at once. Like,
JPO.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Wolf.
And
Wolf. Yeah, this is easy for me too. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
All right.
Right.
Oh, never did have Puss in Boots everything. Oh.
Smile.
Smile and Top Gun. Me first. Pretty easy. Top Gun. My number one. Yeah.
I'm not going to play the clip again. I might play it at the end, but I'll vote for Top Gun.
Well, you might need to play it now. It's not going to make it.
Dun 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 dun. Top Gun.
All right. JPO.
I mean, I'm not currently sure who takes bigger shits, though. You know, it's not Tom Cruise.
Not currently sure? Well, let's see who it is.
Whew, man, there's some huge shit. I'm Kevin Bacon's daughter, and I take huge shits.
Okay, great.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Bacon's
I
daughter.
didn't mean to clear that up. Top Gun.
Sorry, I had to.
Top Gun.
We did it more than Family Guy play the same cutaway.
Wolf.
Yep.
Yeah, Top Gun.
Malcolm.
Top Gun.
Top Gun. All right.
Top Gun.
I smile.
Okay, Top Gun. All right, and on the other side, that's a 4 out of the 8. So,
The Menu and Banshees.
Menu and Banshees. All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, Jordan.
Oh, man. I got to even see which one I have ranked higher. Sorry, I might need to take my whole 10 seconds. No. I'm going to vote for the Menu. I have it ranked higher, and I think I like it better. So,
Chris.
I might go for the upset. One of my favorite performers of the year so far, the Menu.
JPO.
Yeah.
Banshees.
Wolf.
Banshees.
Malcolm.
It's actually really close together for me. I've got to go Menu though.
Yeah. In Austin.
Banshees is number 7. Menu's number 5. The Menu.
Wow.
Ooh, the Menu. Yeah.
Menu's the biggest surprise of the year. Glass Onion versus Cha-Cha.
Oh, I just realized though. Okay, it's just the randomizer, but that's tragic that Banshees won't get to be on the poll.
Yeah.
That's sad too.
Tough match. So Chris is up first. Glass Onion, Cha-Cha.
Halle Berry. Glass Onion.
Yeah. JPO.
Glass Onion.
Was Halle Berry in one of these?
Cha-Cha real smooth.
When he drinking the drink, and he said, "Oh, Halle Berry," and he just yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Malcolm.
Jimmy and Jared Leto are also in Glass Onion, so Glass Onion.
Yeah. Austin.
Glass Onion.
Yeah, I gotta go with Glass Onion.
All right, Glass Onion makes the poll. All right. Okay.
Whale and Scream.
The Whale and Scream. Okay. JPO.
Whale.
All right, Wolf.
Yeah, the Whale. Sorry.
All right. Malcolm.
Scream.
Austin.
I'm gonna go with the Whale.
I gotta go with Scream.
Chris.
People are so amazing. The Whale.
The Whale. All right. Whale number 7. All right, and we got Avatar versus Weird. Wolfman.
Avatar.
Okay. Malcolm.
Avatar.
Austin.
Walkard did it better, so I'm gonna go Avatar.
Yeah, but don't you want more things like Walkard? Weird.
I got Walkard, and it was the gold standard. Nothing's come close to it. So no. Chris.
Weird at least had a script that didn't say bros every couple minutes or so. Weird.
Yeah.
And JPO.
JPO.
Weird.
Ooh.
We have a tie. Goes to me.
What's it gonna be? Come on, do the right thing. I'll pay it forward to you later.
All right, somebody count me down because I might flip. We'll see. Somebody count me
5,
down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Weird.
Yeah.
I flipped.
I remember that, Austin.
I pulled the Vince Russo swerve. I flipped.
Maybe Kevin, that time we actually have a good script, we can make you into topic.
Yep. Yeah. Once Avatar has a good script, yeah. The visuals are great, but maybe a better script.
Only because it'll make my next vote easier too. So whatever. All right. So Malcolm, you're up first for Batman and Puss in Boots. Okay.
Okay, easy.
Ooh,
All right, Malcolm.
This will be the one time I'm probably going to vote Batman. So Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll vote Batman.
Yeah, Batman in my honorable mentions. Puss in Boots, my number 2 of the year. So Puss in Boots for me.
Chris.
Pray for mercy for Puss in Boots. Yeah, Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
JPO.
Batman.
Wolf.
Puss in Boots.
And Puss in Boots for me.
Whoa, another tie. So it goes to Jordan.
Ooh, man. I'm sorry if I make some people upset over this one, but I got to go Puss in Boots.
Oh, my God. Really?
Yeah.
Yes, because it's that good. It's
Really?
I was championing it too, but I did not see that
Puss in
coming.
Boots in the Final Four?
It's that good.
In the Final Four,
I
good.
don't believe
you gotta
any
see
of
it.
you. I don't believe you.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, go watch it. And you'll find out.
No, I don't believe you.
Right,
Sorry.
Top Gun.
Yep.
Jesus. I'm not paying to watch it. Maybe in a couple on streaming service, and I'll tell you all how nuts you are when I see it. All right.
It'll be on Peacock, Polly.
So, anyways, it got lost in the shuffle. Top Gun versus Everything Everywhere. I'm up first. Top Gun.
Everything Everywhere. Chris?
Yeah, Everything Everywhere all at once.
Yep. I want an everything bagel after this episode. JPO?
I'm more of just an onion bagel guy, but I'm not going to hold that against it. Everything Everywhere.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Well, looks like we're about to make Austin more upset because everything everywhere all along.
Yeah, amazing. Malcolm.
Amazingly over long.
Everything everywhere.
I think it's worth it.
It's funny though. That and Top Gun are the only 2 movies I saw twice in theater. This past only.
With an extra 30 minutes or an hour, we got dildo scenes, we got hot dog fingers, we got all the best stuff. We got rocks talking rocks. Come on.
Anyways,
overstuffed. Fuck.
Anyways,
All right,
we've got
anyways,
the menu.
The menu and glass onion. Jordan.
Ooh, frick. I think. Oh man, I think I have the glass onion ranked a little higher. So glass onion. So Chris.
Glass onion.
JPO.
Glass onion.
No. Wolf.
Fight vote for Banshees. Glass onion.
Yep.
Fuck. I quit. I'm out of the street.
I'll be honest, I'm probably going to get some good feedback from Austin because I was going to vote the menu, but
yeah.
I don't care anymore because not a single movie from my fucking top list is in the thing anymore. So I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I really don't give a fuck.
All right.
Go vote for whatever you want. I'll abstain the rest of the fucking show because oh my god.
Whale and Red.
Whale and Weird. Okay.
Chris.
The Whale.
Yeah. JPO.
The Whale.
Yeah. Wolf, are you there?
We'll come back
not
to
there.
Malcolm.
Red.
Yeah. Austin.
The Whale.
I would say Weird.
We kind of need his vote. It's close. Wolf, why
What are the
did you
votes
run
at?
with the speed round?
Yeah, what happened?
What the fuck? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
So what are the votes at the moment?
At the moment, it's 3-2 for the Whale, but I don't know. He might vote for the Whale. I don't know. I think he would vote for the Whale.
Then,
to be honest,
if he vote for the other one, it would come down to me. I would vote for the Whale.
It's he'd vote for the Whale.
Yeah, I'll say we put it through, and then if he comes back,
Well, even if it was a tie, it would go to Chris, and he would vote for the Whale. So it's pretty much the Whale. But we need him back. It's the final 4. But anyways, if not, he's going to miss out on the voting. So, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I feel kind of bad. I looked at my letterbox. I actually had the menu ranked higher than glass onion, but it's too late.
JPO.
But they're only 2 spots apart, to be fair.
Fucking Puss in Boots and Everything Everywhere all at once.
Yes, my number 1 and my number 2. Let's go.
Everything
Austin.
everywhere.
Jordan would like you, and like he thought of enough giving me Puss in Boots
Oh,
1/2 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got to go. I've got to go really quickly, so please vote someone.
JPO.
Everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah,
Everything
Wolf might
everywhere.
be having internet issues, but yeah, Malcolm.
Everything everywhere.
Yeah.
Y'all's favorite movie of the year, Puss in Boots.
Everything everywhere. Chris?
I did some crazy stuff on Puss in Boots.
That's going to be
What?
everything everywhere.
Everything everywhere. He's
Everything
missing out on the
everywhere.
votes, but
Glass onion as well.
I don't give a shit about none of these are in my top list at all.
Yeah.
None. Not a
Well, that
single
was my
one.
bad. I actually probably should have gone with the menu on that one, but it's too late.
Well, all right, we'll have to skip Wolf and go to Malcolm.
It'll be an early date.
I'm going to go glass onion.
I'm gonna go glass onion.
That's okay. I would have gone the whale.
Yeah.
Chef
Oh yeah, sorry, I skipped you. Sorry, that was my bad.
Chris.
Chef stuff in the family. Glass onion. Yeah, keep it the way it is.
JPO.
Glass onion.
Glass onion.
So it could have been the menu if I would have changed my vote, maybe.
Yeah.
No, then I would have voted.
Enthusiastic about that.
Then I would have voted for the whale. With the menu.
Yeah. All right. Glass onion's through.
You mean glass onion? It didn't go up against the whale. But yeah. Anyways.
Malcolm, you're up first for everything and glass onion.
Yeah, I'm going to go everything.
Yeah.
All right. Glass onion.
I'm gonna go everything everywhere all at once.
Everything
Chris?
everywhere all at once. Bring on a hot dog finger lady.
Yeah. JPO?
Glass onion.
Yeah. So
that's it.
It'll be everything everywhere.
Yep.
The best Jimmy Lee Curtis movie of the year. So yeah. There we go, guys. That was awesome. So yep, my number one takes it all. So that tracks for me, not for Austin. Sorry.
I'm boycotting the rest of the stream. Lonely Mark's there.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, I've got to rush off. See you. Find me on
Sure.
tape 3 and everywhere, all at once.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. We were all at once. All right, cool. Well, thanks, guys. That was fun. I'm pretty happy about it. But Chris, where can we find you?
I mean, everything all at once. The only honorable mention would be in Bros, and the other one doesn't count sadly for some years. So,
Yeah, if you guys have any honorable mentions that got left off, you can shout them out if you want.
yeah. I mean, the one I already mentioned, you guys consider 2023, even though it came out 2022 in limited delay.
Yeah. But,
Austin, come back so you can yell at him.
yeah.
It's a whole limited release versus wide release situation. Like,
Yeah.
For what?
He's still talking about the man from Otto.
Oh yeah, the
Man from Otto just came out 2 weeks ago. Enough of that nonsense.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's not a 2022 movie. Nobody saw it except for critics. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I don't do that shit where it's like, oh, it had a fucking 1 day festival release in the previous year, so it's a previous year. No, when did it come out fucking wide? 2 weeks ago.
Wait until 1 year from now when we'll have it on
It'll be on the 2023 tournament where it should be.
Yeah,
December 30th, 2022, United States.
For LA and New York and critics, not for when was the wide release? When was the wide release? 2 weeks ago.
In January, but
how can we see it? Like, how can any of us see it?
How can any of us see it for this episode?
Yeah.
I gotta poop. Can we wrap this up?
Yeah, sure. JPO.
I already took a poop all over this fucking poll and shit. Like, fuck this. Fucking that Final Four is dog shit.
I'm cool with it. My number 4 or 5 took my number 1 in the final 2.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it.
Hey, the whale is not dog shit. Come on.
I think he was more mad at Puss in Boots.
Yeah. But where can we find you, JP?
Yeah, man, Lonely Mark's returning. I'm excited for that. R.I.P. Jay Briscoe. We'll talk a lot more about that. Pierce Co. movie reviews. We do top 10s. We do trivia. Starting the tournament soon. You'll see pretty much everyone you see here will be involved in that. So that'll be fun. Pierce Wrestling, same idea. Exclusive wrestling matches, interviews. So yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun. No, this is
yeah, for sure. Austin, do you want to say anything?
I'm on the only marks. I'll be running the bracket for Friday. I don't know. Malcolm's got 90s action movies on Rankum on Sunday. I'll be on that. I think Jordan's on that.
Nice.
Too.
Oh, yeah, same with me. Yep.
Yeah, so that should be easy because we already did a tier ranker for 90s action. So I'm just going to be voting for all the shit that made that.
Yeah,
so
exactly. That's what
real fucking easy. It should be a very obvious top 12 for that one. So
yeah,
it'll make it. Yeah.
Very obvious. You just do like all the top 10 plus 2 of the honorable mentions.
Plus 2 of your favorites there, and that's it.
I do gotta go though, guys. It's been a pleasure.
You can go.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
I got you. Hey, listen, like they say in Jurassic Park, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah. Right. Yep. Exactly. Yeah. I should have wore that shirt. I got a shirt that actually says that. But yeah. So apologies to the menu. I probably should have voted for that, but I looked at my.
It should have been in the Final Four. It should have easily been in the Final Four. Even that should have been in the championship because they would have beat fucking the Whale or whatever, and then whatever. It should have been in the finals.
Yeah, it should have been Everything Everywhere All at Once versus the menu.
Well, I know you guys would have voted for Everything Everywhere, whatever, because you guys have a fucking hard on for that movie. I don't know why.
Yes, we do,
that movie's way too long. That movie's just overstuffed for 2 hours and 20.
I mean,
Chris. I'm sorry, Chris. That movie would be a banger at 1 hour and 45 minutes. It's way too fucking long, for what it's trying to do. It's exhausting. That movie is exhausting to watch. There's no way. People are gonna realize that in like a year or two, and they're gonna be a backlash.
Those are really great themes, though, about kindness, about love and family, and
if they would get to them 30 minutes sooner, absolutely. It has 3 endings.
Yeah.
Look, I'm happy for Ki Kwan. I hope he wins. He's very good. The performances are good. I hope Michelle Yeoh wins because she's had a great career. She deserves to kind of get almost an honorary Oscar at this point. And Ki is one of the cool comeback performances of the year. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
And all that shit. But it's nowhere near Best Picture of the year. Nowhere near that. Sorry, it's just not.
Well, Ki Huy Kwan, they already said that he's gonna have a cameo, or it might even be more than that in the next season of Loki, which is cool. He's already gonna be in that, so that's cool. So, but yeah, I think that that's a perfect movie. I like that it's long because people say that the Return of the King is way too long and it has 3 endings and everything, and
even longer than the intended edition.
But no one seems to complain too much about it. So, but yeah, I was just gonna say that you can just find all things for the channel at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on my personal Instagram at Jordan83616. You can find the poll, which you may get some different results maybe when we open up to the community. I'll run the Schmodown Friends and Family group probably tomorrow at some point, and you can find me doing some late night gaming streams. I did one last night, which for some reason the game froze on me, so I have it split up into 2 streams. So there's 2, but they're all basically the same stream. I actually started playing some Deathloop, which is a really fun game so far.
Game.
And then also direct you to a little something that I don't always shout out, but I put some little icons up in the banner for the video, and there's some little icons that have a link to our Patreon, to our my Venmo, also to I even set up a GoFundMe page just because why not? And if you are able to, and also there's one for my PayPal, and any donations that go to any of that are going to go right back into the stream, and anyone who donates can be on any episode that they want. I'm able to do it now. Maybe later on down the road, once the channel gets a little more popular, I won't be able to do that. But if you donate anything, even $1, at all, and I'll put you on any episode that you want, even if I have to bump somebody. I'll put you on whatever episode you want to be a part of. So you just let me know, and you're in. So that's just a little something I wanted to point out. And then also, I'm gonna have trivia coming up on the Patreon, so you can click that link that's up in the banner above, and or you can go to patreon.com/moviehero, and the trivia is going to be trivia with movie clips and clips from movie scores, and anybody's eligible to play, but you have to be a member of the Patreon to watch it. So that's that. I won't get into too much other than a few of our upcoming tournament fights and tier ranker fights that we have coming up. So we'll be doing this Friday. We'll be doing Richie, who's in the chat for most of the episode. Richie Goodacre will be doing his top 128 championship. So that'll be just a shorter, breezier episode, just a half bracket. So we got that. Then we have next week is we have movies that are set completely off of Earth. So they might be the closest we're going to get so far to a Star Wars versus Star Trek tournament. So
and I will say there's a Star Wars versus Star Trek. I'll just tease it. Matchup in the second match that could be a championship level match. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh man. Like right off the bat,
the wheel was cruel, and then there's another match on the other side that's not Star Wars versus Star Trek, but it's another championship level match in the first round.
Oh man!
So there's some of those, so watch for that.
We gotta love the randomizer for that.
Yeah, I don't do like a randomizer.
Hate it.
I shuffle them up in a random wheel, and I spin the wheel 64 times.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
Nice.
But the wheel was cruel. Yes.
That makes it fun. I'll have to try doing that because like how I would do it is like you'd have the like pool of all the like posters you're gonna put in. Then I just pick a random number and then I would count it out, and then whichever movie ended up with, on that random number, we just go in the next slot.
Yeah, I just do them in this random wheel thing. There's a shuffle button you can hit a couple of times, which I do throughout the spinning process. Every now and then.
Oh yeah,
the shuffle button again, but I just spin it 64 times to see what happens. So there you go.
Nice. Yeah, and then also coming up next week, we're gonna have our we are going to be doing Brad Pitt versus Leo DiCaprio in a movie. So it'll be a week from this Friday for a tournament fight versus. Then we're going to have Steven Shepard's top 128. We'll be starting one for him. So if anybody watching ever wants to do a top 64, or if you've done a top 64 and you haven't done a 128, Chris, maybe, then just send me your list and we'll do an episode for you. But and then we also have a Family Feud match coming up. It's going to be Martin Sheen versus Charlie Sheen versus Emilio Estevez match. So we have that coming up. Then we have our best of 2015 series that's going to be coming up pretty soon. Then we're going to be getting into best spy movies, and then also we're going to be starting Malcolm Lay's top 128. Part 1. Then I'll just throw in one bonus one. We're gonna have a De Niro versus Al Pacino tournament coming up too. So yeah, that's just something that you can look forward to. A little preview of what's coming up. So yeah, but thanks guys. Still apologies to the menu. I probably should have voted for that, but it's too late. So it's over. But anyways, yeah, that'll do it. So for Chris, for Austin, for JPO, for Malcolm, for the Wolfman, everyone that disappeared, I'm Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we will see you next time.